Good friends, good games. Look at that. I did it right. Okay. Good friends, good games, episode 39. It is the 20th of April. You know what that means? No, it doesn't think what you think it means. Is
I don't smoke the weeds.
you don't smoke the weeds?
Oh,
Nope.
That's okay. Not a lot of us do,
Yeah.
and that's perfectly fine. But anyway, the whole point I was getting at here is it's April 20th. That means we have birthdays. So we have birthdays. So we're going to take a moment here, and I have timed this just correctly, it looks like. So, first off, if you notice, Everest is not here with us today. If you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube right now, you noticed Everest is not with us today. She's off celebrating her birthday, which is actually today. So let's all take a moment on the panel here. Everyone in the chat, go ahead, and we'll all wish Everest a happy birthday because we love her and appreciate her.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Everest.
birthday. You better support us.
Yeah.
Better like, comment, and subscribe, or you're fired.
Or else.
Everest, if you don't watch this podcast back when you're not even part of it, then you're fired.
Yeah.
You're fired. Okay. So that is Everest. Everest is actually celebrating her birthday today. Dill had a birthday week and a half, 2 weeks ago almost.
About 4 weeks ago now at this point.
Wait, 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I'm a horrible best friend.
It's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, you're shitty, Eric. It's okay though. We still love you. I apologize. A happy belated birthday to Dill. And of course, Zenith's is actually, if I remember correct, Zenith's is next week, or is
Monday.
it this week coming up? Monday. Yeah,
Monday.
because you told me last week. Okay, so Zenith's
Yeah,
birthday
you guys
is
wish
on
me
Monday.
happy birthday a week early.
Birthday smacks.
Because you said it's for my birthday, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Zena's birthday. So, Dill's almost the big 3-0. He said he was 28.
Now I am.
Zenith, how old
Eric's
are you
remembering the days.
I remember.
I need to be turning 37.
37?
37. Ooh.
Oh shit!
He's getting closer to your age, Eric.
Don't worry, I'm plucking the gray hairs. Can't pluck them
Out of his
fast
chin.
enough.
Damn. All right.
Self-conscious.
So let's put Zenith on the spotlight here, real quick.
Yeah. Also,
Zenith,
congratulations for not paying the utility bill today, Morgan.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of a situation. Those that do not know, well, obviously the chat wouldn't know, but those in the panel know, with the exception of Morgan. I cannot log into the Twitch channel because we gave Morgan access to the Twitch channel. I told her to do something, and now we're locked out of the Twitch channel.
Oh,
Huh?
no.
What? What happened?
So I hate to do this. I hate to be that guy,
God
but this
damn it, Morgan.
Consider this your official write-up live on pod.
Man.
What? I don't even know what's going on.
She put the spotlight on her.
That's
No.
You
Yeah,
know what,
don't-
Morgan? You're on the
me
spotlight
out.
now. Plead your case.
First,
I love how it
I
still says Ninja X Gaia.
you were supposed to fix that. I asked you if you didn't. You said
I don't
you
have
did.
to
You
fix
lied
it
to
when
me.
you're getting fired after today.
That's true. Why'd you gonna bother?
I mean,
Well,
we'll just put on the brackets ex-member.
I
So
would like
remember
to
I told
say-
you, Morgan, remember I told you.
Yeah.
I said, Morgan, I'm putting number one, we're putting all the utility bills under your credit card. You are responsible for paying the bills for this podcast. And it's like, this is very important because if you don't, we're screwed.
I plead the fifth. I'd like to speak to my attorney.
Who's your
my
attorney?
God.
Oh
Who's
God!
the attorney?
Don't want you to say Saul Goodman because
What the
Is
fuck?
Larry H. Parker.
Yeah. Attorney
No,
at law,
okay.
Mike Hawk.
Yeah, Morgan didn't pay
Mike
for the
Hawk,
utilities because she's too busy
attorney at
making
law.
crystal meth.
There's like some attorney out there, Mike Hawk, attorney at law. His slogan is just suck it.
He sucks at lawyering. And he blows her.
I would hire that lawyer in a minute. Okay, truth be told, Morgan did not do anything wrong. We did not put Morgan. Morgan knows her responsibilities. We've made clear what Morgan's responsibilities are. She's well aware. One of them is not paying the bills for this place.
And also to be a scapegoat.
And the
Wow.
scapegoat. So yeah, that she's guilty. The chat's just like she's guilty. She's guilty. Okay,
Absolutely.
I timed this just right. So gentlemen, we're gonna go back to the 4 panel here. Gentlemen, you should be able to check your Steam accounts now because there are birthday gifts for both Zenith and Dill. But before
Hey.
you do that,
Hmm?
and you check what I have given you guys for your birthdays is every millennial teenage boy's dream. It is now sitting in your Steam account, so go ahead and pick a gander.
I was gonna buy this.
Give me
Well,
a
good.
second.
Now you don't have to. Happy birthday, Dill.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Zenith, you can check yours as well.
I have to message someone because they were planning on getting this game for me.
Well, that's their problem. They can figure
Well,
something out.
thank you very, very much.
Thank you
Eric.
very much, Eric.
Well,
Yeah.
Zenith was a different story. Zenith was going to get the Fallout Game of the Year edition.
Oh, nice.
But the vendor I purchased stuff from was out of codes. So I was like, well,
Right.
it looks like Zenith's getting pointy titties too. And he's getting Laura
Yay.
Croft.
I mean,
Oh wait,
I
wait.
got a gift card from my cousin for my birthday, and I've only bought one game of it so far, so I still had like some money left, and I was gonna use that to buy it, and then I guess he beat me to it.
Right. Okay. So, sorry, I
Oh.
almost forgot. Davey was not getting me Tomb Raider. She was getting me the Sphincter.
The Sphincter. What the
What's the Sphincter?
Basically, it's Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. But I call it
Oh
Sphincter.
yeah, that game. She told me about that game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really, really good game.
She's
for
giving
the
me
GameCube.
the Sphincter.
I was very confused there.
So I will not say what I gifted Everest because just in case she's watching or listening at some point, she will find out on her own, and it'll she'll have a genuine spread. But both Zenith and Dill have been gifted copies of the Tomb Raider remaster, which I did not know existed, by the way.
I did. I actually
too.
put it on my Steam wishlist.
Same.
So there you go. That's how I found out. It was actually I wanted to do different things for you guys, but I've run into this situation where like I can't buy Dill things off of Amazon because he's in the UK and like he
Yeah.
can't redeem it. So I'm like, oh well, that
No.
sucks.
Region
Zenith's
locked.
kind of the same situation. I tried to give Zenith Game Pass for a month or whatever, but I can't gift him Game Pass because he's in Canada. And you can't do it from the
Region
US.
based.
So,
Mhm.
those kind of long. But thankfully, Steam don't care. And I was able to gift you guys stuff through Steam. So there you go. Happy birthday.
Yay.
Thank
That's
you
why
very,
Steam is
very
the
much,
best.
Eric.
You're
I'm
welcome.
actually,
much.
I'm tempted of doing some Discord streams with it
Awesome.
Cool.
Enjoy.
For it.
because like
Enjoy, gentlemen.
I grew up playing Tomb Raider 3.
Nice.
I played a bit of the second one. I only played just a little bit on the first one, but I think it was through like the anniversary edition or whatever it was. But Tomb Raider 3 was an absolute classic. It has really clunky controls, and I'm kind of glad that they didn't fix how garbage their controls were. And yeah, it's been fun. So thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Dill, you can also update your throne because there's literally nothing on there with the exception of one thing. I'm like, this doesn't help me.
How did you find my phone?
You guys, Twitch TV/Big Deal Gamer.
I've never
also-
reeled that before.
Also, I typed it. I forgot to type in the big, and I just put Dill in Twitch search, and you do not want to know what name comes up first.
Okay
Oh,
then.
no.
And that's
Okay.
there you go.
I'll
But,
probably, for the phone thing, the problem that I have with the phone thing is that I try and think of things to add to it, but like I can't think of anything that I can't just buy for myself. That's the issue.
yeah.
That's it.
What you
Yeah.
can
the
actually
same way.
do is I took like some inspiration from other kinds of creators to try and come up with stuff.
Hmm.
And then like on my throne, I literally like during this podcast, that shirt that I found, like I added things like coffee. People want to like people want to get you like snacks.
Mhm.
There's like I have vitamins. I think I even have like stuff for like moisturizing my face. So like things that like you probably could get but like just haven't. Like, feel free to like just put that stuff on, so you don't. If that's like,
I might
You
add
could
the Princess
also
Peach
put-
game on there.
You could also put
Go
your,
for it.
your daily drivers. You could just put like a 12-pack of Pepsi Zero, whatever you drink in there, and then like you will constantly be stocked with if you have a good community backing you. So there you go.
Mhm.
All right, then I'll work on that. I mean, I'll probably work on it, and I'll probably publish my throne maybe in June because I plan on doing something else in May.
Yeah. The only reason I say is that you had one item in there, but it's like I had a budget, so it's like
It's all right.
we got a budget
Wait, how
across
much?
the team.
What item did I have on there again? I haven't
Yeah.
checked it.
It was like a
why is it-
$70.
How much is that? What the?
That's
fuck?
what I said. I was like, that
That
blows the
wasn't that
budget.
much when I added it. Yeah, it was like 30 quid when I added it. Holy fuck!
God damn, it went up in
Jeez.
price. Inflation.
Mhm.
Damn
You added
inflation.
that back in 2015. And now the inflation has destroyed it.
I mean, I only set this up like a year ago as well. So
Yeah. But anyway, happy birthday, gentlemen. Dill, obviously I was
Thank you.
belated, but Zenith, I am early, so
All right.
happy birthday, you guys. Enjoy your
thank
games.
you.
well, dude.
Everest, if you were watching this, enjoy your gift. Okay. I cover it. Birthday bonanza. That's not what the Discord channel subject is, but we call it birthday bonanza. What have you guys been up to?
Well, who wants to go first?
Dylan, you can go first because I
Damn
gotta
it.
respond to a text message to my parents.
Okay. What have I been up to? I can't really say much, honestly, over the last 2 weeks. All I've really done is my usual shenanigans of like gaming, working, editing. The only thing that I'm doing something tomorrow, is that I'm going to a friend's wedding tomorrow. So
Oh, I remember you
That's
talking
gonna be fun.
about this. Do you have
Yeah.
the tux? You good to go?
I have the outfit, I have the shoes. I already had a smart shirt and jacket. It was just the trousers and the shoes I needed to sort out. So trousers, quick go shop to Primark, sorted.
What kind of
And
shoes
then-
did we go with?
Doc Martens.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I got some suede Doc Marten shoes that were on sale,
Okay.
and one of my co-workers is a Doc Marten collector, and she has sprayed them with a waterproof coating and laced them in a way that it will fit around my ankle as well.
Are they okay? So I've learned about this recently. One, I ended up on some TikTok feed or channel ended up in my feed, and it's literally the
Mhm.
oldest Doc Marten dealer in the UK.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
They have like literally vintage, like made in England pairs and stuff like that. So I know that they are made in like Indonesia now or something like that.
I think so.
But
Well,
they also have like the Doc Marten Premium, which are the ones that are still made in the UK.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, how much do Doc Martens cost over there?
so I got it when it was on sale, so I spent like £72 on these Doc Marten
Okay.
shoes because I got a 10% code and it was half off. But original price was like about 150, £60.
Yeah, so you still have
Hello?
about the same. Yeah, those are the, and then they have like the made in England ones, which are almost like over
Mhm.
$200, give or take.
My coworker has a giant collection of Doc Martens that's worth thousands, and
Wow.
her pride and joy is she has the original set of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Doc Marten sets.
I want some
collection, the
Teenage Mutant
collection-
Ninja Turtle Doc Martens. I will
Yeah.
take these now.
She took them a while. It took her like about, I think, a year to collect them all, but she got all of them. So,
That's crazy. Yeah, they like
Yeah.
vintage ones are expensive, but they last forever.
oh yeah, they
They
do.
literally last forever.
Yeah.
The new ones, not so much.
Mm.
Oh, maybe they are. Chibi says I thought they were made in China. They might very well be made in China.
They
where
might be
everything
made in
else is
China. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows now? But they do have a
Mm.
line that is still made in England, like made in England
Yeah.
Doc Martens. They're just
Yeah.
way more expensive.
Mhm.
So yeah, you got this wedding going on. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Anything else exciting besides that?
I've not got really anything planned, honestly, for the next for a while. I mean, I've had the last 4 days off from work, which has been quite nice, and all I've really done is just relax, game, chilled, edited, and well, there was this one weird thing that happened last night with me. I will say,
Oh, he's scratching his neck like this has me concerned.
No. So last night I ordered food online. I do it like once a month as like a little treat to myself, and then order some food for my mum as well. Um, and it was supposed to arrive like an hour after I ordered it, and an hour and a half went by, and there was nothing. No knock at the door. No,
Oh,
when the
no.
app was said it was being delivered. I'm like, it's not been delivered. What's going on here? So I had to ring up the restaurant and let them know, hey, I've not got my order. Got passed to multiple different people until I got to a manager who I talked to. And he said there was no such order to that address. And I'm like, but I ordered it on this app. And I was like, oh, you ordered it on the app, did you? And then he checked it. He saw that the order had been made and been delivered. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I've
what's
not
the
received
word?
a food order. I've not received one. So it was like, oh, crap. And then he said, okay, I'll get a new order sorted out so you'll be there within half an hour. So I waited over 2.5 hours for this food. Granted, when it did arrive, it was piping hot. There was plenty of it, and it was delicious. But when I talked to the driver, it turns out when he entered the address into his phone, he entered my next door neighbor's address instead of mine. And apparently my neighbor took the food and didn't question it whatsoever and ate
Nice.
it. So my neighbor ended up getting free food basically without like them knowing. So like yeah.
Oh.
So the driver wasn't very impressed by that at all because he'd been bamboozled basically. And so last I saw the driver, he went over to the neighbor to knock on the door to complain to it, and then I just went okay and shut the door and just went upstairs and ate my food.
I like how the neighbor's just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah. So it was both like the driver's fault for not realizing it was the wrong address, but also the neighbor's fault for accepting the order and not saying, we didn't order any food. So like,
Ooh.
yeah.
One
Yeah.
time,
It was like, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, one time, before I lose the train of thought, one time I was trying to get an Uber ride home. And for whatever reason, their app was screwed up or something, and it kept trying to take me to San Francisco, like an Uber ride to San Francisco. And of course,
Ooh.
the first they were the Uber drivers were like fighting for this ride because it's like $1,000 or some shit like
Yeah.
that, right?
That's a lot of money.
So like I canceled it, and then the driver still processed it, but he marked it as canceled. But like Uber has this weird thing where like if you cancel with it past X amount of minutes, they charge you anyway.
Wow.
And like they charge you like some kind of fee or whatever, like inconvenience fee or something like that for the driver, because the driver obviously, you know, it's I don't know, it's supposedly lost money or something like that, right? But I was like, guys, I was like, the common sense here, why would I be trying to take an Uber ride from Los Angeles all the way to San Francisco? That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like common sense would tell you this might be a mistake, right?
Yeah.
But they fought me tooth and nail on it. So eventually I had to go to my credit card and like charge back it, because like the Uber support wouldn't work with me. And then once they got word of the chargeback, which already gets processed. If you don't know how chargebacks work, like the credit card company will front the money back to your credit card, and then they will go and work with Uber or whoever you're chargebacking to get their money back. That's basically how it works.
Yeah.
Which is why if you charge back certain websites or whatever, they just ban your account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get banned from Uber?
Basically, like I had to work with like a lot of chargebacks at my last job, and anytime anyone charged back any of us, like they'd be outright banned, and we would also have to charge them like a bit of a hefty fee for every single chargeback, because that costs us money. Like not only do they get our money back, but the credit card companies actually will charge your company for the chargeback.
Yeah.
So that's why like a lot of streamers get screwed when they get chargebacks.
Right. And it's screwed up because what happened was the credit card went to Uber to get the money back. Uber refunded my account. And then I ended up with a surplus or something like that. I'm trying to remember how it went down, but I actually ended up owing a small amount of money in the end because I had to pay the credit card company back. Because they had already fronted the money to me, and then Uber just refunded the money straight back to my account.
Right.
So like I ended up with double the money, and I was like, "This is stupid." I didn't use Uber for like 2 years after that, 3 years.
Don't blame me.
I'm gonna say because I'm going to this wedding tomorrow. I'm using public transport to get there, but I'm probably gonna Uber back. So fingers crossed.
I mean,
Yeah.
this was just a weird anomaly with their like system. It's just like, "Oh, you want to go to San Francisco?" And I'm like, "No. Why would I take an Uber from LA to San Francisco? Why would I not fly?"
Yeah,
You know?
cheaper.
Yeah, common
Dumb.
sense like would yeah, it's weird. But other than that, well, enjoy the wedding. I hope you have a good time. Get your dance on out there. Do the
I'm
shimmy.
more like drink on. Don't like drink on. I'll probably drink until there's nothing left.
God damn. You do that. Zenith, do you have anything exciting?
Morgan can answer first.
Oh, here
Oh.
we go.
There we go.
What, you want me to share my stuff or
Yeah, what have you been up
Okay.
to?
So I've just basically been doing like a lot of house cleaning and trying to get rid of stuff that like we don't need and whatnot, because like I'm still trying to prep towards like a bigger move. So there's that, and then like in my free time I've been playing modded Terraria. In fact, I actually recently did a stream of it because it was like a milestone that we reached during my heart support campaign back in February. So like I've been doing a fair bit of modded Terraria, and I kind of basically started over in a new world so that like I can build everything fresh, and also so that it adds in the content that the mod itself creates versus playing on an old world where it won't add all that stuff in. So it's kind of basically been
Morgan jumped us straight into video games.
Yeah.
It's an ADHD thing.
Video game time.
Okay, we'll come
But
back to
yeah,
Terraria. We'll come back to Terraria. But like,
Yes.
okay, so you're dumping stuff in the house. Okay, how many USB cables did you find? How many like random cables and junk did you find that you don't need?
I actually haven't even gotten to that point of the cables yet. It's more like clothes or just items in general. So like we just basically been like kind of setting aside what we want to sell or donate or throw away or something like that, and it's been a pretty big task because we've actually been working on it for like the last year or two. We might be coming closer to the end of it so I can actually finally start working towards my plans of like making a big move afterwards.
Where are we going to move to?
I am moving up north out of the country to Canada.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh,
That
are you
means
moving in with a certain
She's gonna
somebody?
be smelly. She's gonna be no, because I have moving plans with my brother in the summer. So
She's just gonna show up
I
at your front
am-
door. Hey guys, how's it going?
slam.
As soon as
Wow,
Sen
rude.
arrives, she's there.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a long while before I can actually make that move. I might be able to maybe sometime next year or something. I don't know. It kind of depends on like how quickly I can work towards everything, but I'm just looking for like, better life opportunities, better job opportunities and whatnot. And it's always helpful like whenever you're close by to people that you actually know, cuz that's like some people know that like I've actually had plans before to move to like San Francisco for game design or Los Angeles for acting, but those didn't end up materializing because you need the money for it, and also because I didn't actually know anybody out there at that time.
Yeah, it's.
Mhm.
I've been mildly looking too. Like I'm not. How do I word it? I'm not actively doing it, but like I have my eyes open, kind of like I check every now and then, and like I'm like if the opportunity's there, I'm not opposed to it. That type of thing.
Mhm.
Whereas like, oh, that's actually pretty decent deal. I'm gonna look into it, type of thing. That's kind of where I'm at.
Oh, for like moving somewhere.
Yeah.
Where would you move to if you could?
Well, I'm not going out of state or whatever. We're gonna stay in the LA area.
Mhm.
Because obviously, like I have my job, and then Pal just started working at her job, so it's like kind of one of those things where it's like we got to kind of stay local.
Yeah.
But like I'm looking and actively because like the ultimate plan would be both of us together in the same place. So we have like specific requirements. Like we're trying to do 2 bedrooms so we can have an office, because I'm becoming one of those people where I want my work area separate from my like leisure area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to shoot for. In LA, it's tough, but you know, it can be done.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would like to have an office so I can have like, you know, just my work area away from my leisure space. And things like that. Because when you have everything kind of like in one room, like I do here, I'm in a studio, like when you have everything in one room, it gets a little cluttering sometimes. And it's kind of like, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm not like full bore looking. I'm kind of just like, you know, browsing, window shopping, and I'm like, doesn't seem like a bad deal. I might jump on this, you know, that type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we still be here, folks. There will be a floor for all you guys right here. And an air mattress. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Well, good luck, Morgan. We hope it works out for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna
Change
be
is scary, but change is sometimes good, especially when
sometimes you just need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Morgan's gonna be leaving behind like a lot of like bad weather and just an absolutely just crumb bum of this U.S. state.
Hillbillies,
Yeah.
America.
Trevor, the
And-
Trevor Grand Theft Auto Trevors of the world.
The cousin fuckers.
Yeah. It's like I can't say exactly where I live, obviously, because like docs reasons and stuff like that. But I live, well, not just me, like my entire family. We live in a pretty bad area, so it's like it would be nice to kind of get out of that and then
Yep.
live a nice life.
Yeah, leave all the Oklahomies behind.
They cook meth right in the backyard.
Oh my God.
It's
In the
is that a
bathroom.
barbecue? No, just a meth lab.
Would you like some toilet wine?
Yeah, toilet wine. Ew. God damn. It's disgusting. You could just tell, like, depending on like some neighbors, you could tell like which like neighborhoods have homeowners associations and which ones don't, because you'll have like a string of nice houses, and then there's just like that one dude that's got a couch on the front lawn on the porch and a toilet off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a car, and like a beat up ass car with a bird's nest in the rear view.
Oh my God.
It's just like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, Zenith, what have you been up to?
A lot actually.
Oh,
So,
good news.
Yeah, I mean some good news in here and there. Like just after the last podcast, like I knew during the podcast, but actually I've known for a while, but I just got accepted onto a new stream team
Okay,
that
nice.
are have like a lot of fantastic content creators, and it's been really, and not only that, like what I really like about this team is they're people that like I just really vibe with. So like they're people that have like the same kind of like a chaotic energy. They have they got some like great ideas. Mary's actually part of the team, who I mentioned, and there's just it's just been a bit of fun couple of weeks getting to know everyone. And other than that, I'm still winding down from the last roulette, so like I've been trying to balance some extra rest in between having like a like not like I still like streaming like a lot, but like try not to have like aggressively long streams, so like just focusing more on like keeping it shorter, so that way I can have some more personal time, watch the entirety of the Fallout series, and then just basically well, other than that, right, I did a thing yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So yesterday, I've officially have turned on anonymous followers on stream. So basically now, like whenever you get like a follow alert, instead of like it saying your name, it'll saying welcome to the family. This way, like people can be officially be like welcome without like having to hear their name or everyone saying hi, such and such, or big booty lover 69x, welcome on in. And you don't have
I
to
can
worry.
my alt account.
Yeah. And you also don't have to worry about like, because I've also like updated my little status bar at the bottom where it doesn't show like the latest follower anymore, so that way people can just kind of slot right in. But I wanted to just quickly take a second and kind of get your thoughts on like what you guys think about the idea of anonymous followers or
So it's interesting that you bring this up. For those that do not know in here, I've been doing some light streaming and I've been doing some episodes of Back to the Backlog over on my channel. And I noticed that there's viewership there, but no one like puts themselves out there and says hello and stuff like that, which um I understand it. I think we kind of live in this, how do I word this? I think we've kind of reached this generational thing now where like people are just more introverted, and it's more like they just want to sit, they just want to watch, they just want to do their thing. It doesn't necessarily, bother me either way. Because I'm not always the most engaging person when I do streams. It's hard. Like streams are hard to do, like, and be engaging and constantly like on this nose of like, hey, look at me, I'm here, I'm loud, I'm entertaining, I'm talking with you, like, the level of entertainment you have to kind of provide, right? Especially to get that the certain levels that Twitch would like their partnered broadcasters to reach. Because if you notice, with certain exceptions like esports celebrities and stuff like that, or like esports professionals, things of that sort, most of the partners that Twitch puts at the forefront of their website, they're all very charismatic, they're all very engaging, they all have these out there personalities, right? Which I think kind of puts a person that just kind of wants to do their thing and play games and run their shows a certain way. I don't know. I think it kind of alienates a certain personality, because there are people that can be entertaining but not be loud and charismatic and like, personalities per se. Do you guys get what I'm saying?
yeah, but there's also like a good market for that, because like that's why like there's like a big uptick in like cozy content streamers, where there's people where it's like, hey, we're just doing some like modded Minecraft, or we're doing just some like house flipper streams, and where a lot of people will just come sit in and just lurk, relax, grab a warm blanket and a beverage, and just watch stream without ever seeing anything in chat. And and that's kind of on the rise, because the reality is that like a lot of streamers say is lurkers are the backbone of their communities.
Oh, and yeah, most definitely.
Without lurkers, God, who knows where the hell my community would be. So being able to find a way to kind of just like, prop up their pillows, provide the warm blanket. It's like, hey, we want you to come in, find a spot on our couch, and just if you're ready at some point to come hang out with us and chat, great. But if not, that's okay. We want you to enjoy this content in however way possible, because there's a lot of people that I've talked to that said that like some of those streams that have like the animated characters that kind of like running along the background, and they'll have like the name of a person in chat.
Yeah.
So
I've seen it, yeah.
I know a lot of people that will specifically avoid streamers that do that, because they don't want their name on screen, or they don't want to know that they don't want people to find out that they're just lurking and just hanging out there.
Right. And it's one of those things too where, and I get this, and I'm actually, because I was one of those ones that was more engaging in chat, like in my early Twitch involvement days, I was much more engaging in chat. Like I would be chatting with everybody and all that kind of stuff. And then now I've kind of gone more towards a lurker side of things, because a lot of the times, like I'm working, and you're on in my background. I've done it like,
and the last thing you need is me to like be like calling you out, or like say, hey, I'm gonna go check out this streamer, and And then the last thing you need is like, hey, Eric, thanks for watching, Eric. Hey, I hope work's going good, Eric. Hey,
Yeah.
Eric, could you tell me how your
Right.
work's going? You don't
Yeah,
want
it's
that,
one of
right?
those things where it's like I hate, like, I don't want to be in that position because I feel like I'm being rude where someone's like, because God forbid, you know, like someone's like, hey, good to see you, man. How you been? What have you been up to? Da 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 da. And like I'm on a work call, you know, like, and I
Yeah,
can't
it's like
chat right back right away.
I got shit I gotta do. I
Right.
can't answer you.
And
Sorry, go away.
so I've noticed that over time I've just become more, you know, kind of in the background. It's like I'm lurking in everyone, like Everest, and then, you know, Dills I watch in the morning when I'll get home sometimes, and like I just kind of watch and I just see what's going on, and it's fun and it's entertaining and it's you know, it's just relaxing. It's in the background for me now because I just realistically, dude, like adulting, I just have so much stuff to do now. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
Mm.
I'm gone back to lurker. But from a streamer perspective, it's been kind of nice because I always had this hang up about playing certain games on a stream because I've become also one of those people, and I've always been this person. It's like when I play certain games, I like to be engaged in the game and like really just immerse myself in the game, especially something like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or, you know, something story intensive like a Mass Effect or something like that, where I'm trying to focus on what's going on in the story, right? I don't like missing cutscenes and things of that because I feel like there's important content in there. And that's hard to do when you stream because people tend to use those cutscene moments and stuff like that to engage with chat or things of that sort because they don't have to focus directly on the game. So I think the idea of more people lurking, I think can benefit a streamer that feels that they want to just play the game and enjoy it and do that whole thing. I am perfectly fine with the lurking people. I've never had a problem with the lurkers. It's always been, like you said, they're the backbone of everything. They are the blue collar of Twitch. They're the ones that keep, you know, the whole thing afloat. And it's good. And I think a person that is a streamer, and if they are extroverted, that may be a problem for them because then they get, you know, disappointed that they don't have chat engagement and things of that sort. It's really
Well-
something you have to kind of like develop.
Well, the thing is, if you're someone that obviously wants it, because I do know that people out there where, you know, when they follow, they want people to be like, "Hey, welcome on in, man. How you doing?" Well, the thing is, like with like anonymous alerts, I'm not gonna, like, even though like I actually have a list of like who exactly like follows the stream, but I'm not going to reveal that information because like I don't want to call them out. But if they want to come in and engage, you know, speak up. You know, let's welcome you on in. You know,
Right.
someone just like say, "Hey, I'm new here, but I'm going to lurk and get cozy." It's like, sure, no problem. You know, go do your thing, and then just leave them alone. But you know, for certain people, they do want that kind of attention, and you want to, and I do try and do my best to try and do that. But obviously, when chat's busy, I try and find a way to kind of like divide my attention amongst the people and amongst like what I'm doing, or if I have like something I need to say. So it's definitely an interesting kind of adventure to try and do what's best. But Dill, what do you think about anonymous follows?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think you do whatever you feels comfortable with your channel. I think if you want to do anonymous followers, you definitely should. If you feel it's like a new something that will, you know, be better for people who are just, you know, wanting to hang out, chill, lurk, don't want the attention or anything like that, you go ahead and do that because at the end of the day, it's your channel and you want to do what you want, what's best for your community, and that's what's most important for you. And I can't really think of anything else more to say other than that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
like,
think-
you know, because, you know, whatever best is best, and, you know, it's something that you feel like you do, then go for it.
I think, yeah, from
God.
the perspective of here, like in this particular instance in this show here is, you know, you're more than welcome to chat in the chat room if you want here. You're more than welcome to do that. But if you just want to sit back and listen and just kind of, you know, let us get you through your day, like that means the world to me too. You know, I forgot who did it. I think one of the chatters in here came in for the last episode and they said, "Oh, thank God I need this today." And, you know, from that point they were, you know, pretty low key and quiet for a majority of the whole show, but that meant the world, you know.
Mhm.
So like if you want to do the anonymous thing, then I say go for it. I have no problem with people not wanting to be, I guess, put on blast for, you know, watching it, especially
Yeah.
if it's the first time, because a
Ooh.
lot of the times, I know I do it where I'll watch somebody for like 20 whatever minutes. I actually did this, true talk. I actually did this for a little while where I did not follow while they were live.
Hmm.
Yep.
I would watch the
Morgan
show
does
and
the same thing.
yeah, I would watch the thing for, you know, a couple hours or whatever, or an hour, whatever it was. Wait till it's done, and then I would go follow like at the end of the day or something like that. Because I don't want to deter them from their show and or whatever they're doing. Like they're playing a game and they're in a key moment or whatever, and you know, you don't want you know, loud alert going off just because you followed. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, and then they kind of
Yeah.
like detract themselves from what they were doing, or you know, I don't want to ruin a key moment for somebody in the middle of a game, you know, by following. So like, I wait till they're offline or whatever, and then I go do follows.
Ooh, that actually reminded me. I was actually having a discussion on my new stream team. We were just have you come across those streams that do like the clip shoutouts where if they shout you out, it plays like a random
Oh,
clip
yeah.
from your stream?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Daryl, how do you feel about them?
So the issue with I think I have with that is that it plays a random clip from your stream from your entire time on Twitch, and I think the one that I encountered in the channel played a very old clip of me playing like Assassin's Creed 3 like 7 years ago, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, my setup was like shit back then. God damn it.
Yeah.
My quality
Dill
was
and
not
his
good.
Fucking
cardboard box.
Yeah.
a toilet paper roll with for a camera.
I mean, fun fact, before I knew about OBS, I streamed through the Elgato capture card,
Oh my
which
God.
was like awful. It was
Yeah.
awful quality.
Times have changed, let me tell you.
Like for me, I get so embarrassed where I will actually yeet myself from people's streams because it's I don't want to be hogging people's like, especially if I go to like raid someone. No, I don't want the attention. I'm trying to give you attention. It is about you. Yeah, sure. You know, welcome me in. You know, give me shout outs. Just give me a shout out. You know, like you don't have to, you know, sing my praises or anything like that. That's totally fine. You know, I do appreciate it. But at the same time, though, I don't want people to be seeing my pasty white ass when I had like no knowledge of camera quality.
Yeah.
When I was using my AT2020 mic, which is still like decent, but still like
That's what this is.
I don't
Yeah, that's
want
what
like
this
an
is.
old clip. And not only that, like it's just embarrassing. A lot of the things have no context where it's just me saying the
Fuck.
penis is long and then end clip.
We're adding another
No one
inch to the
fucking
penis
cares.
today.
Yeah, the penis expands here.
Yeah. Well,
So-
thanks for expanding the penis. How's your night going?
Thanks for expanding dong.
Yeah. So basically, if you want to play a channel trailer, great. Actually, you know, it shows people like what you do. But as for me, no, I don't want it. I don't want my stream, my screen on there. People are interested about what I do. I mean, it's up to you if you want to like sell me, but just do it via words. I don't want my stream on people's streams. Just you know, let me be the one to show the love.
And I think I've become more of one of those people, just to kind of close this out here. I think become one of those people where I'm like a firm believer, like you as a broadcaster, like do the show the way you want to do it. If you do it the way you want to do it and you do the content that you want to do it, the people that want that will go find it. And I think that's the most important part. When you kind of like do all the stuff, there is this level of like overindulgent or like I don't know how to word it, but a perfect example of this is like you go into a store and you're just browsing in a store and then the clerk is constantly like, do you need anything? Do you need anything? Like, hey, if you need something, I'm right here kind of thing. I feel that like I equate those Twitch people to that, where it's kind of like, hey, I'm just here.
I feel like if someone does do that, do you do a what's his name from Parks and Recs? Oh, Nick Offerman's character.
Oh, you're talking about oh God, why is it?
Drawing a blank on me.
Yeah, Nick Offerman, but we know it's Nick Offerman.
Yeah. But his character goes like, gets that question of like the clerk asking, "How do you need help?" And he goes, "I know more than you."
Yeah,
and
that
walks away.
that whole scenario, right? But yeah, I equate a lot of it to that, where it's just like, hey, I'm just here, I'm just browsing, If I need anything, or if I need something, I'll definitely. That's my answer to those people that just constantly berard me with like, "Hey, do you need help?" I'll be like, "I'm good right now. If I need you, I'll let you know." Like that is my answer to that.
Yeah, it becomes like a little like overwhelming a little bit,
right? And
yeah. Oh, and on top of that, I also got rid of my quote system because like once again, I just find it intrusive, and a lot of the stuff is like old clips that have like no context. We don't need to be referencing the quote of me saying, "I don't have a penis." That was back in 2017. All right, fuck off.
Wow, it grew back after 7 years.
Yes.
That was
I had 7 years to
2019. I
grow
was there
back
for
like a
that.
chia pet.
I was there for that. That was 2019, not 2017.
Oh, well, there you go.
Pre-pandemic.
Timestamp. Accurate
a long time.
timestamp.
But like but see, that was one of the fun things about the stream. Like you get bored and you're like, "Oh, Zena's got a quote system. Let's see what pops up."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of times it just like fills up my chat, and I'm just like, and I just don't go out of my way to read it because I don't find it like amusing anymore. And a lot of times it's like, "Hey guys, I had a really bad day," or "Hey, this happened," and then all of a sudden, person comes in, does exclamation quote, and just I'm trying to have a serious conversation, chat's trying to have a serious conversation, and then all of a sudden it's like, I like penis 69, and
Nice.
it's like, dude, nobody fucking cares. Can you read the room? So I just nuked it. I'm done.
You literally glitched out during that whole thing in my headphones, and it's like garbled penis. It literally sounded like garbled penis.
I was not gargling penis.
I don't know if the Twitch chat heard that or not, but yeah, that was odd. But yeah, someone had a bad day and then interrupting penis.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess maybe to top it off, like the last thing I'm doing is preparing myself for the emotional torture of hockey playoffs.
Oh yeah, playoffs time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, my team faces my all-time rival, and
who you going for?
Plenty of alcohol.
Bottoms up.
No.
Who you going for in the playoffs?
Sorry, what?
Who you going for in the playoffs?
Yeah, Toronto versus Boston.
No.
haven't beat them since 1959.
Goddamn.
Oh, it's so close to the perfect date there.
What is it with Boston, dude? It took them like 100 years to win a fucking World Series again, and now they might fucking win a hockey Stanley Cup.
Their fans are like the most obnoxious, where like one guy actually went out to Boston, was asking a whole bunch of Boston fans and be like, "Hey, how does it feel to to always be making Canadians upset, especially Torontonians? They're kind of like unhappy with what your teams do to them. How does it make you feel?" Like, fuck yeah, eat shit. You guys deserve nothing.
Jesus. Well,
I'm like, you guys are the worst.
I hope that works out for you, and you don't have to drink too much to ease the pain. As far as myself,
be gone by tonight.
Oh Jesus! It's just a little one shot. This will be gone by tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Devas's, you're right.
As for myself, we Pow and I did another D&D session, and
nice.
Fucking guys,
D&D's nuts.
Nice.
Fucking, I'm hooked on it. I'm hooked on him.
Yeah.
I think I might be hooked on this game, dude.
There you go.
So we have been playing with a good friend of mine. He's an old coworker. This gentleman goes all out. I don't know. I showed the panel here, the clips. I don't think I've put anything in like on the Twitter or anything, but he builds like he 3D prints sets and everything. So he builds like towns and he builds up all these play areas to do your campaigns. So he's been working on this entry level campaign for Pow and I to join in on with him and his wife. And this last part of the campaign it's very short. It's like a 4-game campaign that we're doing so Pow and I can learn how to read the sheet and how to, how the roles work and all that kind of stuff. Very basic stuff, right? But he's doing in this way that is making it so much fun and is gravitating and grasping. We ended up in this situation where we explore this barn in this neighborhood that we've been sent to explore, right? And we showed up and the table was empty. He didn't have the usual setup there. And we're like, what's going on? Right? But he's like, oh, yeah, we did some moving. We're moving stuff around in the house or whatever. We're going to do it old school today, right? This man gets us to this barn, right? And he said, oh, hold on, be right back. And he comes out and he 3D printed a whole barn with trees and everything. The whole setup he described in his story lore. And then he said, here we go. And he pulled the top of the barn off and he had 3D printed this like monster with tentacles and a wolf and all, like a rabid wolf creature thing and all this stuff. And it's the perfect like layout. And I think right then and there in that moment, I was hooked on this whole thing because it is so cool.
Damn.
Yeah, it's amazing the stuff this man does. He 3D prints all this stuff in all these scenarios, and he 3D prints all these trees and everything. Builds up these whole environments for us to play in, and it is one of the coolest things. And the way he describes the battles as a DM, a dungeon master, for those that don't know, the way he describes the battles, how he engages the players and stuff like that to play this game, it's just so much fun. It is literally so much fun. And now I'm in this mode where I'm looking to buy dice and all this crap that I don't even know if I necessarily need to be buying, but now I'm hooked. So we got one more game of this campaign, and then we're going to start talking and start working on a more like, I guess, more traditional type of campaign and do it all over again.
Cool.
Because but it is so much fun. Yeah, if you've never done D&D, it can be an interesting experience, especially if you're not used to like what it is or how, you play it or just the environment it kind of is, because the DM will get very engaging. There's a lot of improv involved in D&D, a lot of improving. So if you're not one of those type of people that can't really improv very well, or like you're kind of shy to do it, you might have a hard time getting your feet wet in it. But once you do, I guarantee you it's a lot of fun, especially with friends. And if you have a good DM that's very laid back and is willing to teach you and make the game fun, it's a win-win for everybody. So yeah, thumbs up to D&D. Also, Pow and I last night, we went over back to Universal Studios and we went to Mario Land and we had dinner at the Toadstool Cafe.
Nice.
Do you have pictures?
I will post some pictures. I will post some pictures up. Well, I don't know if it's going to happen for you, not Zena. You haven't said anything, but if you do make it to America, or if you're coming to California or whatever, or you're trying to for TwitchCon, whatever it may be.
If I get this job on my birthday, you bet I am booking my TwitchCon tickets. Literally, like my first paycheck.
If you do, make sure you come a couple days early. Because you can take a train to San Diego from here.
3 days early, even.
Yeah. We can get you to San Diego. We'll drop you off at the train station. That'll take you straight to San Diego to your hotel. Mm-hmm. So if you get here a couple days early, we will try and get to Super Mario World for you, or Super Mario Land.
All right.
But the Toadstool Cafe is an experience. It's very cute. It's very kid friendly. Food wise, it's your typical, I could lay this out for you here right now. You don't expect gourmet meals at this place. It's very much, sit down, fast casual eating at theme park prices. But the ambiance and the experience and stuff like that, it's cute. It's cute. It's fun. They have a bunch of toads like in the window. It's like video that plays in the windows, and the toads are all little chefs cooking in the kitchen, which I don't know why Nintendo has not done a Mario themed Overcooked style game, but they need to jump on that.
I'm going to pull a Mario movie and I'm going to sit there at the at the table and be like, ugh, mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. Why mushrooms?
It's funny because in the when you're in line to get into the restaurant, there's like this picture of Toad dressed as a chef, and he's got a little spoon and everything. And Pal's like, I don't know what to order. She's like looking at the menu. I was like, why don't you ask the chef? And like she turned her head. There's just a picture of Toad with a spoon. But it's very cute. Pal had some spaghetti and meatballs, nothing extravagant, nothing special. I had a burger, but the one thing we did get that we were excited about is they have a little tiramisu cake that is actually, it looks like the 1-up block or the question mark block. And that was tasty. It's cute. The box is like opened up and it's like very Mario themed. You can get soup that comes in a mushroom style bowl, and you can actually buy the plateware from them. So like if you want the soup bowl that looks like the mushroom, you can buy it. So that's the Toadstool Cafe. Yeah, you're paying for the experience, not necessarily the flavor. Correct. It's edible food. It's perfectly edible,
Was it included with your pass that you got, your gear pass, going into the cafe?
If you buy a ticket to Universal Studios, the problem with the thing is you have to get a reservation.
Right.
Because it fills up quick. So it's one of those things that you reserve it. I got lucky and I just waited till like the middle of the day and I went to the website and tried to get a reservation and I got one.
How much was all the food altogether, all the food and drinks?
Burger, spaghetti, the cake, and like garlic knots. It wasn't overly expensive. We paid about $60.
Okay.
So that $30
$30
for
each.
fast food, for theme park food, it's in the ballpark. I thought it was going to be a lot more. I thought I was paying more towards 80 because it's new, everyone wants to eat in there. But it was, I guess, reasonable for what we were paying. The portion sizes were decent too. It's not like they gave you tiny little things but it was decent sized portions. So all in all, decent experience. I give it about a 7.5.
Cool.
Not overly extravagant, but yeah, it's cute. It's kind of like the little cornerstone of that whole area is the Toadstool Cafe to eat. If you're not inclined, or if you can't get a reservation or whatever, they do have a little like fast like snack area, like a snack booth. You can get like a fire flower pretzel and stuff like that. You can get Mario based snacks. But Super Mario World is or Super Mario Land, whatever they're calling it, is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
So yeah, Zenith, if you come, let us know. You can get a ticket for the day.
We'll do. I'll come a day early. That way we can go for Korean barbecue.
Oh, don't tease me.
Korean barbecue, Eric.
I've never been to Korean barbecue. So.
Are you coming to TwitchCon 2, Morgan? Get on the plane.
I don't know. It's gonna depend on if I can afford it.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I'd love to.
It's okay. If you just rob every single bank in Oklahoma, they won't care.
Nice. Is there any money left in the banks?
What we can do.
Sorry, you're probably not going to get any money, Morgan. Sorry.
What we can do the Good Friends, Good Games dinner night. Because, we get this, we get Morgan, we get Everest down here if she comes. Aww. We'll do the dinner night. And we'll just record a pod in one of the... I could actually probably book us like a, what's it called? Like, because crazy enough, our libraries here, our libraries have podcast studios that you can rent.
There you go then.
Hey, I'll do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I go for that.
Yeah, so we can actually like set up in one of these rooms, soundproofed everything, and then we can do a whole Good Friends, Good Games pod right in the same room. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what happens.
All right. So basically, if I get this job, then I'm gonna start like seeing like who is going to be going.
I'll go.
Okay.
Are you going to the one in the UK or Europe?
UK. I'm going to say, not this year, but I might be in talks of going next year with someone. So,
okay. So, yeah, Good Friends, Good Games night at prior to TwitchCon. We'll make it happen. On that note, let's go ahead and let's get into some video games here. So, Dill, you are up. You have a whole sheet here of good stuff. Let's see what we got on the docket. God damn, you finished 3 games in 2 weeks? What the hell is this?
Yeah, I went a little crazy.
Oh my God.
So As I mentioned last time, after I was done with Rebirth, I wanted to play a new variety game, but I wanted to do a little spin on it. So I created a wheel spin system which would pick not the game title, but the game console that the game will be played on, basically. So like Xbox, PC, Nintendo, and PlayStation. I selected 4 different games from each platform. The first game that was picked was Hi-Fi Rush, which was on the Xbox Game Pass, so I played it through the Game Pass. Which, Eric, honestly, I think this is your game. I think you would really enjoy this.
The Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah,
So
the Hi-Fi
from what
Rush
I
one.
hear, it is like what is it? It's like rhythm game-esque, right?
It combines basically rhythm games similar to like Rockstar or something like that with the combat system from Devil May Cry and puts it into a unique animation kind of like experience basically with the game. Yeah. Because it has the similar combats, combos, moves. If you follow the attacks of the beat, it does more damage over time as well. And everything follows to the beat, basically. Like from the combat to the movement to the dialogue as well, just to the open world and everything. It all follows to the beat. And the good thing as well is that this game has a streamer mode, so it has copyright-free music in there as well. So like,
nice.
you're safe to stream it. You know.
I'm looking at it on Steam here right now. Does it? Is it using like licensed tracks?
It's so it has licensed original tracks from Bethesda themselves. So like that's how it's copyright free.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah. But there is I don't know what the streamer the off stream one is like, but I played the streamer one on just to be safe, basically.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about this game like all last year, and I didn't jump on it yet.
I didn't either, but I picked it as my Xbox game for my first choice, and it got picked, so I went into it. I completed it in about 15 hours in total. It does have quite a lot of like post game stuff to do with though as well. So if you wanted to like get into it and like do a completionist and everything like that, there's plenty of stuff to do. Collections and everything, collectibles and everything like that, to like unlocking certain achievements, to like getting S ranking in all the missions, all that kind of stuff.
Controls wise, is it pretty fluid? Is it pretty accurate? Is there, any
pretty fluid?
Yeah.
I had a easier time playing it on keyboard and mouse than I did on controller because I got used to keyboard and mouse first, and then someone recommended to do controller because it was a bit easier. But when I switched over, I was so used to mouse and keyboard by that point that I was like, I can't do this. I have to go up to mouse and keyboard, So it's like up to you what you want to do.
This looks cool. Yeah, everyone was talking about this. I think I'm going to look at. I think this was on Game Pass too, right?
It is on the Game Pass. So if you want to play it through the Game Pass, you can get it on Game Pass.
Yeah,
that's how I played it.
The Game Pass route. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And then now I do want to hear about this because some people are calling this one of the best single player campaigns ever made, and that's Titanfall 2.
Yes.
How do we feel about Titanfall 2?
Well, so this is my second playthrough of Titanfall 2, technically, because I played it when it originally came out back in 2016. 8 years ago. Yeah. 8 years ago when it came out originally. It is a short but sweet campaign, and the main goal of the campaign is that it teaches you how to play the game leading into the multiplayer, basically. So the entire campaign is just one giant tutorial for how to play with every single loadout that you can possibly play, from each Titan, like from Scorcher to like a minigun set to like a sword set and everything like that. So like, it's just great. One thing that I did learn as well from the replay through, the main character is voiced by Matt Mercer. I did not naturally know that until like the credits rolled, and I was like, oh shit, Matt Mercer voiced this character. But yeah, it was a nice little nostalgia trip / just like replay through of the game. BT7274 is a great character as well. The dialogue in the game is very good. I think there's really nice little dialogue moments between the main character and BT, the Titan, that you like interact with and blend like control. The combat's very fluid. I put it on hard mode as well. I still beat the game within like 5 to 6 hours on hard mode. Like, it's not a long
short
campaign, but
then, yeah. Because
as I said, it just mainly teaches you how to play with each loadout. Pretty much, that's the whole goal of it.
they've discontinued the multiplayer on it, right? So like all there is left
Yes,
to do is the
I believe so, which is a bit of a bummer because I played the multiplayer as well back when it first launched, and the multiplayer was pretty solid. I really enjoyed it back in the day, and it'd be cool if it comes back up, honestly, or if they make like Titanfall 3 to bring it back, but I don't know if they ever will. Yeah.
Titanfall 3 is literally Apex
Legends, which they actually like do tease in the game too. Yeah.
Is there traces of like Apex Legends in Titanfall?
Oh yeah,
2? Like yeah.
Oh yeah, the weapons you use outside of the Titan, they're literally like the same weapon names as like the weapons in Apex Legends, like the Mozambiques in Titanfall 2, for one example. So like yeah, so you can tell like how Apex Legends was spawned from it, basically.
Yeah, I bought it on one of those sales. I haven't really dug into it. Did you touch Titanfall 2 at all, Xena?
No.
Yeah, it's supposed.
It wasn't really my thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really, really good.
The first one.
It is. I just wish the multiplayer still existed because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had to play Apex Legends.
I know.
Yeah. Also, Morgan sipped her coffee, and it's really weird how she sips her coffee.
What do you mean? Like this? Huh? Like this?
Yeah. Who does that?
I do.
You are a monster.
I do that.
Sometimes I've been drinking like.
To be fair, I don't drink coffee a lot, so.
And then like this, and then there's a couple
because
times
Morgan's
where I
weak.
was doing it like this.
Yeah, because normal.
I'm sorry to derail this pod right here. We're derailed slightly here, but I just saw that. I'm like, why did she? So for those that can't see this, like
you basically just did it the exact same way that Morgan did.
Poor Morgan.
I can do it like this.
Can't hold the cup.
No, I can't. I actually have been doing it like that, but sometimes I'll actually do it from this angle too. I am not geriatric. Shut the fuck up.
I hit my tooth.
You deserve that.
For like a point.
So like for example, like so for those that can't see this right now, or you're listening and you can't see this, instead of Morgan like having the cup, like I don't even know how to describe it, like normal people drink out of a mug,
Normal people.
Like normal people drink out of a mug. The grip for the mug is, parallel. The way Morgan's doing it is she like verticals the handle upward and then like comes in with like a curved wrist. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, I had like there are sometimes where I'll drink it like this, but then there's other times where I'll turn it and I'll drink it like this, but also sometimes I'll hold it like this too.
That's normal.
When you go out for a drive, do you hold the steering wheel like this? Do you hold it from the top?
Like a meerkat.
Okay, this is an actual interesting question. Now that Zena's brought it up, I want to know. Okay, how do we all hold the steering wheel? Well, I don't know, Dill, you driven it all, right?
No.
Okay, so Dill can't answer this because he's never driven.
I driven GTA. Does that count?
No, unless it's with the steering wheel.
No.
Oh, okay. Then Dill can't answer this question, so Dill's out. And for those that be like, "What's wrong with that?" No, Dill lives in where there's public transportation and all that kind of stuff. He has,
and also I have no motivation to drive right now. So
yeah. So okay. So how do you drive, Morgan? Like, where do you put your hands on the steering wheel?
Sometimes it depends because it depends.
You can give me two.
Sometimes,
you can give me two.
I'll hold it at 10 and 3 sometimes, so kind of like this. Sometimes I'll hold it at 9 and 3, and sometimes I'll hold it at just 1 or 2. It depends on if I'm one-handed driving or two-handed.
10 and 3.
Yeah.
10 p.m. and 3 p.m.
Yeah.
What?
So
like
clock? Isn't it 10 and 2? Am I mistaken?
If the
there?
wheels
No, that's
clock,
what I'm saying. So like
10
she's
p.m.
like
and
this.
3 p.m.
Yeah, she's like
I
this,
thought
rather
it
than
was
10
like
and
10
2,
and
which
2
is like
like
this.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 and 2 is this.
Yeah.
But 10 and 3 is this. Like, sorry, the mic's in the way. 10 and 3 is like this. That's so weird.
Yeah.
There's like So like our steering column, like I know that there are some that just basically don't have anything that goes from like side to side right in the middle. Ours does. So I'll actually rest my right hand on it and then like my other hand up here. And then sometimes I'll actually have both hands resting on either side of it.
And then you said the other way. You said the other way is just on
just
2
like
o'clock.
this. Yep, just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Zenith, how do you do it?
Left hand will be up on the top left of the steering wheel, and it kind of just depends. Like if you're doing like just like small amounts of steering, then I'll like maybe have my right hand kind of like resting on the wheel at the very bottom at about like approximately like 5 p.m. So like I'll kind of just, but then again I'll usually just like hold like just to steer like with one hand. Whereas if there's more tight turns, then I actually use my right hand to be the more like dominant one, and then I put my left hand at about like on the left side, so like I'll have like the right kind of just taking control because I'm right-handed.
Oh, so you'll kind of do it like I do sometimes too, then.
But I still think you drive like a T-Rex.
No, there's
So
no way
I'm
I
the
can
weird one.
steer it like that.
So I'm the weird one. So this does have, I drive a stick shift, so this does have an effect on like, you know, how I steer. But I tend to steer with just one hand. So like if I'm in traffic or like I'm in like on the streets where, you know, multiple shifting would be required, I'll have the left hand over on 10 o'clock because then my right hand's free and I can shift, etc. Right? But if I'm on the freeway and it's smooth sailing and I'm, you know, reached, you know, 5th, 6th gear where I'm cruising, then it's the right hand that takes 10 o'clock. And then I kind of do that lean back like this type of thing while I'm driving.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Eric out here just did his big car and it's just
he's making himself
Cooper.
look cool.
It's not even a big Cooper. It's like a big car. It's a Mini Cooper.
oh.
So like, yeah. So like if I'm shifting, left hand's, you know, on 10 o'clock, and then I can shift. And then if I'm done shifting, you know, and I'm cruising on the freeway 5th, 6th gear or whatever, then the right hand takes over and I'm like this.
Okay. I've learned a lot here, honestly. I'll have to
before.
write this down if I ever drive one day.
They tell you when you're, well, like I said, UK, you
10
guys
and
mostly
2.
have stick shifts still.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
they might tell you differently, but like in America, they tell you 10 and 2 o'clock is like the correct. And I'm like, I'm not running a person that drives 10 and 2.
Me neither.
Does Eric, question about your car, does it have a old-fashioned stick handbrake, or does it have an electrical handbrake?
It's a geared handbrake. So like you pull
Yeah,
the
handbrake, yeah.
the thing up, yeah,
Yeah.
and then it locks your rear brakes. And
Cool.
the electrical ones,
They're a button. I just press a button and it locks in.
oh yeah, yes, you're right. I rented a couple
Yeah.
cars like that one time. That like you press a button and those are. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like pushing on
Yeah.
something to know that it's.
Like handling your stick, don't you?
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Don't make it weird. I'm sorry. That derailment here. I just saw the coffee mug thing. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Thank you. I'm glad that someone else realizes some of the weird shit she does.
Okay,
Wait,
back
you
to
didn't notice I was doing that either?
back to the gunk. So Dill is finishing up with the gunk.
Finishing up, I've done it.
You've done the gunk.
The gunk is a product of when you finished, Dill.
I finished quick.
Finish quick.
Morgan just spewed her coffee everywhere.
See what happens when you drink it stupid?
It's everywhere. She's spraying coffee everywhere.
Do we have a clip of that?
Please,
No,
well, we
no,
can get one.
Yeah, I'm
Give it
gonna
to
open a
Morgan.
tab for it. I hate you.
Oh.
Fuck you.
You know he's your boss, right? Literally.
I know he bosses me around all the time.
Oh, I'm fueled by coffee and Morgan's hatred.
Actually, almost made me actually spit it out too.
No, you did. That's what we were all laughing at. Do you not realize what you've done?
Yeah, I pretty much spat it. I was like, no.
The really funny thing is, I was actually typing whilst you were like doing that, and that reaction was just auto reaction from me. So that was
The
just
gunk,
total sarcasm.
the gunk is when you finish. All right, Dill. I know. Now I feel like I'm going to regret this. Tell me about the gunk.
Well, surprisingly, the gunk isn't what you think it is, Eric. So the gunk is like a small indie game that was released like 2 to 3 years ago. I first saw it on an Xbox showcase a while ago, and it intrigued me, so I added my backlog, and I didn't really like look more into it until recently with like what games play on Xbox. After I defeated Hi-Fi Rush, the wheel spin landed on Xbox again, so we had to pick an Xbox game, and I found the gunk on my wish list, and I was like, oh, there you go then. We'll play that.
I found the gunk on my wish list.
Yeah. I cleaned the gunk off my wish list.
Eric, if you wish for gunk, just wait till I get there.
No, sir.
Just a little FYI, the developer of the gunk is what we're listening to this at any point. We are sorry. But yeah, the gunk is about these two space haulers, as they're called, who are
Space
in
whores?
debt.
What?
Haulers.
God.
Oh.
Haulers. Zen, clean your ears out
Oh.
from that gunk. Clean the gunk out your ears, God
They're
damn it.
slinging gunk.
Yes.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Basically, as in
They're
like
standing with
space
gunk.
junkers who are trying to like get out of debt by like trying to find, you know, energy sources that could potentially be a profit. And they come across a planet where they get a signature for like potential, you know, loot to, you know, take. And they end up encountering this like black substance that is sucking the life out of like the entire planet, basically. And your objective really is to scan the environment, scan the planets, remove any trace of the gunk to unlock the greenery and the life from the planets, basically, and bring all the life back to the planets. And the journey of the game really is literally like discovery, exploration, and then eventually you pretty much like discover this entire civilization that like needs your help in the end in order to free themselves from their own undoing, basically. And it was pretty cool.
I'm looking at it here on Steam, and
yeah, it's a very pretty game. It's a very pretty game. I will
very
say.
colorful.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of interesting how like when you remove like the gunk out of the way, it goes from like a gray palette all the way to beautiful colors and, you know, greenery. It's quite nice. Yeah,
It does sound really nice.
I'm still focusing. I'm ignoring them, Demi. That's why. They can have their own laughter, and I'm just ignoring. But yeah, it's a great, fun, cute game. It was very short and sweet because like it took me like an in-game time 4 hours to beat the game, so it wasn't a long playthrough. And you could easily get all the achievements as well in the game in like 6 hours in total. So, you know, my recommendation is getting us on the Game Pass because it's like $25 on Steam.
Yeah, it's kind of pricey.
Yeah, but on the Game Pass, it's like, well, that's like $10. So I recommend either waiting for a sale on Steam or getting on the Game Pass, pretty much, because it's a short but sweet game.
Very nice. You know,
Yeah.
gotta say, 4 hours is short and sweet for when I produce my gunk.
Huh? If you're taking your 4 hours to produce your gun, mate, you want to go to hospital. Seriously. You're a little blocked up there.
That literally sounds like that commercial, isn't it? If you had an erection for 4 hours, go see your medical professional.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like. Yeah. I recommend it honestly for like if you want to play like a short game that has a lot of like interesting lore and
real talk. This game does look
color
interesting.
palette.
Like real talk,
Yeah.
it looks
Like-
great.
Mhm.
My only criticism on the game is that I wish they expanded upon the lore of like the origin of like how this all went down and everything like that. You know, that's all I wish. There wasn't too much like lore expanded on that, but like there is some, but not enough. You know?
You said does it perform well? Is glitchy? Nothing like that. Is
It
well rounded?
performs well, except in a few areas where OBS did not like it. Like, I think there was a lift moment. There's a moment we go up an elevator, and that area in the elevator, for some reason, OBS was not liking it at all. I think that's like an unoptimized area in the game, because when I turned the game down to medium, it had the same issue. So I think that's the only area to be concerned about if you are streaming the game. If you're playing it in your own spare time, though, you're fine. But like streaming the game, be wary of the elevator seat bit part because OBS might freak out. Basically,
I'm gonna give this a shot. We're gonna add this to the wish list here. I'm gonna just to mark it and have something to look at. I'm gonna try this out because I'm actually really intrigued. It looks good. 4 hours is a nice short and sweet run. You can finish it in an evening, afternoon, whatever. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the Gunk. That's over on Game Pass and Steam. $24.99. And then Titanfall 2, which Titanfall 2 always goes on sale. It might even be on sale.
It was
right now.
like $5, I think, when it last went on sale. That's when I picked it up.
Unfortunately, right now it is not on sale on Steam. It's currently $22.99. But this Titanfall 2 goes on sale on a regular basis, more than enough. And then Hi-Fi Rush is currently
So my wheel spin was Xbox, PC, and Xbox, and the next wheel spin that I've done now is going to be Nintendo. So I'm going to be playing a Nintendo Switch game next.
Oh,
yeah.
What are we going to do?
I'll come by the stream on Tuesday and find out.
Oh, that's right. We can't, he doesn't share. It's all surprises.
Yep. I know one person in chat's very happy about it, but she's probably giving me stares now because I'm not telling her what it
Big
is.
Dill Gamer over on twitch.tv. Make sure you actually type the Big Dill part and not just Dill, because then you'll
not just
find
Dill
someone...
because you get some weird results.
Go visit Big Dill if you like his gunk.
Yeah. Come shock it out.
Morgan.
What?
That's 2 for 2.
Spit it out again.
Stop making me spit everything out.
You're a quitter.
I mean, that is
You're a
important
quitter.
to
Spit it and quit it.
Jesus. All right. We'll let Morgan catch her break here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan, you're up. Tell us about Terraria.
Actually, or don't. All right, next up, Eric. What have you done?
Wow.
Wow.
No one cares
Toxic.
about me. I care about
No
Morgan
one
and
cares.
James. I care.
Aw, thank you, Eric.
See, unlike Legend of Zenith, I am a caring, compassionate, understanding person.
She bled that dry because she keeps playing. She's only all right, Morgan. How many hours do you have in Terraria again?
Let me go look. I know.
Don't give me an exact number. Just estimate.
Oh, well, it's like 1,470 something. I think.
Exactly. What have you done that you haven't told us already?
Well,
right, go ahead.
So basically, recently I streamed it because, like I mentioned earlier, that it was a milestone that we reached during our heart support campaign back in February. But I was doing it as I did it with crowd control. So, oh, I thought he was drinking again. But I did it as crowd control, so everybody got to experience different things that they could add into it it made it a really chaotic experience. And then in my personal time, I created a new world that has all that stuff built in with the mods and whatnot, because my old world that I was playing on doesn't have all that stuff, since it was a world that was created 3 years ago before all the new features. And then this new one has all the mods added. What are you doing?
Yeah, what is he looking at?
No,
he's looking at the list. He's looking at the list of Terraria mods on his phone, just where are all the?
Yeah, she's trying to tell.
He's all like, what are
he's
you
on
doing?
TikTok.
Are you ordering your lunch?
Oh god, he's falling asleep now. I don't think Zen enjoys Terraria.
Zen's gonna hate this part actually, because my old world, I had a guide that for whatever reason spawned in with Zen's real name, and so I surrounded him with flamingos.
Oh my god. I mean, we all know from Zen's Pokemon playthrough he loves flamingos.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I've I've been playing a lot with the Calamity mod, which adds like new ore types, new enemies, new bosses, and some such. So it also added in what was it? It also added in, I think, a couple of new biomes. So like I've been playing a lot of that and kind of like exploring the world. Oh my god, he's so distracting. I'm gonna
He's asleep
cover
right
him
now.
up.
Then
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Since it's Xena's birthday coming up next,
Mhm.
and he's already here,
coffee.
we're gonna let you do a little roast, Morgan.
I don't know how to roast him. I only just just call him names.
Maple syrup.
Really lay
Um,
into him. God damn.
What do Canadians like, chat? Tax avoidance.
Really lay
Hockey.
into him. Call him a poutine eating, Tim Horton gunk sucking bastard. Like really lay into him.
Zen, the CEO of Tim Hortons is coming. He wants the
the
coffee
worst-
back.
I think there was a couple of times whenever like he said, oh my god, he's gonna hate me for this. There was a couple of times whenever he said something during stream and I forget exactly what it was, but he said something that sounded kind of bad, and I don't know if it was like a size thing or whatever, and I said something about how it basically kind of sounded like his business is kind of little.
Oh my god.
And then like I was like, but that makes it sound like it's little. But then I was like, oh, I just realized I kind of insulted you. I'm sorry.
Get up before someone kicks you in the Timbits. This is what we pay Zenith for. Look at right here.
Yeah.
This is what Zenith gets paid for.
I think he's dead.
No, he's awake now.
Are you done yet?
Sure,
No,
I
we want to
guess.
hear more about
So,
Zenith. We
Morgan,
want to hear more
continue
about
about this
Zenith's
mod.
penis.
I don't even remember what it was that I said. It was just I said something that kind of made it sound like his stuff was small. And I didn't even mean to. I was like, I'm sorry. Please don't ban me.
Legend of Peanut has arrived in chat.
That's probably the worst burns I guess I did, and it was unintentional.
That's the best burns.
Legend of Peanut is now started up in the chat.
There's still like a roast. It even wasn't something that I said. It was actually Damie. Damie had the best fucking roast that I've ever seen yesterday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot share it.
Well, see, Zen, you could share like the fanfic thing, just not the
Oh, yeah.
extra part of
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What?
Wait, no. I want to hear it from Morgan's mouth. I want to hear Morgan. I want to hear Morgan's depiction of this from her own words.
Okay, so I don't remember how we got on this discussion while he was streaming yesterday, but I used to write fanfics whenever I was like a teen, like a young teen. They were Sonic ones,
Of
and
course.
he wanted me to share a bit of it through
Oh, no.
TTS. So
Oh,
I did.
God.
yeah, because it will pay for my therapy for listening.
Is it like a robot
Oh.
voice? The TTS is like robot voice, right?
Oh,
It was-
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
there's clips of it.
And then I will tell you this, Eric. It was actually so shockingly bad. It gave me a splitting headache,
Oh, God.
and I had to take Advil
Jesus Christ.
because I.
All right. I don't care about Terraria now. Now, Morgan, I want you to read some of your fan fiction here.
Oh my god,
Oh,
really?
God.
All right.
Oh,
Give me a
no,
small
okay.
sample. We're talking like a sentence or two. Don't read your whole chapter. Just give me.
Let me see. Let me find it. Should
Is
I?
it somewhere on the lines of, hey, look at Shadow, nice cock?
No, this was
What?
actually long before Shadow was even part of the series because I wrote this back in like
Oh.
2002.
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of which, because Morgan is such a big Shadow the Hedgehog fan, I
Okay.
made a joke.
Sorry. Someone,
I-
Chibi here. Chibi says here, write it in chat and have Dill read it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Let's do it.
Here's the TTS, but I can go find the. I'm trying to. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to find
Yeah.
the actual thing.
So basically, I took a line from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and
The best Sonic game.
and I talked about, hey Morgan, is this you when it comes to orgasm? You're the real faker.
What the hell?
I hate you.
That's better than the freaking
Terrible.
Snap Cube dub. What the fuck?
All right, how are we looking, Morgan? You got a line or two for us here?
I think I know. Oh my god, I have to experience this embarrassment twice.
No.
Okay.
Dill is going to do it for you.
Hello.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah, get the
Dill,
lines for Dill, and Dill will read this.
Is it in
I'm
chat?
gonna- Let
And
me copy.
and you also have to put Morgan in the spotlight so that we can see her just go red.
Let me copy paste this segment and send it over to Dill. This is what
Dill's
was in the
excited
TTS.
for this.
Fuck here I am.
Oh god, here you go. Okay.
TTS is turned off, I believe.
When we getting it? I mean, there it is.
Oh, you have it? Okay, hold on. You have it, Dill?
Okay, how much
Wait.
of this do you want me to read? It's quite a bit.
Do you want me to put it in the live chat instead, so like you guys can read it too?
Yeah, put it in the live chat
No.
here.
I mean, sure, put it there, but I won't read it.
No,
No.
you don't. You don't have to.
Oh my
We-
god!
don't
I
want
take
to.
a sentence or two, Morgan, not a fucking novel. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here.
Whatever
I'm
part you
looking
want.
at this. Sorry, I'm looking at this here. Give me a second. Okay. Let's see.
Sorry, I saw Amy's name and I'm just like.
Oh my god! Wait, hey, hang on. I forgot to like.
I have tears in my eyes.
Wait, hang on. Let me just.
Okay,
Do like a
all right,
little
Dill.
Thing here.
Dill,
Okay.
I
Yep.
want you to read up to where it says Sally, Amy, Sally.
Where is that? Like up to like that bit?
Towards the bottom. Start at Sally, Amy, Sally.
Okay.
And stop right before it says, or actually stop where it says Sonic screamed.
Okay. Okay.
You got it? All right. So are
Yeah.
you ready? Are you ready, Dill?
Got it.
All right. I got it on Morgan. I got it on spotlights on Morgan. Dill, go for this.
3, 2, 1. Sally, Amy, Sally. I'm his girlfriend, Sally said while looping her arm into his. Wow. Oh hell no, she didn't. Look, look, little Miss Princess. I would been princess would have been better than Morgan, honestly, but all right. He's mine, and he's been mine since we were born. Shut up, both of you! Sonic screamed. Can I keep reading? This is fun.
Thank you. Okay, hold on. Oh, let's see here. What is the title of this story, Morgan?
This one was called "I Know My Mission," and I don't remember anything about it.
Hmm. Damn.
Let me give it a
Sonic
shot.
screamed.
I still can't have all the fun with this.
Oh.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me see here. Let's see here. And who is this pretty girl, Sonic? I never knew you were the type to go astray, said a curious Amy. Aw, hell, here we go again. I told you many times, don't do that because you know I hate it to hell. And here goes my baby. Sonic mocks what she says.
The mockery is obviously important there. Mhm.
You guys are making me drink. My hockey team hasn't started playing yet. Fuck off.
Then we must keep reading in order to get Zen wasted.
God.
Okay, we've embarrassed Morgan enough with this.
All right.
Morgan
What's really
now.
bad?
Full disclosure here, Morgan agreed to this.
Yeah, she did.
She agreed to
What's
this
really-
pre-chat. So
Yeah, go ahead.
she agreed to this pre-pod, so Morgan can't go out and say they embarrassed me, blah, 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 blah. She knew very well what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I approved of
Davey,
it.
I hate you so much.
In the process of trying to hide from embarrassment, I accidentally opened my shirt up more.
Oh no.
Oh,
She unbuttoned. She got hot there.
I have to read this.
Wait, okay.
Davey's
hold on.
suggestion for the podcast title: Amy's Adventure to Find Shadow's Gunk.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, can we please move on? I'm dying.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, Zena's gonna pass out. All right, that we total went on the fucking derailment here. Okay, that's
gonna fire
Terraria
us.
and Sonic
Yeah.
fan fiction. If you want to go find Sonic fan fiction, God help you.
Yeah.
all this.
DM
I'll just type in Sonic
Yeah.
X Shadow. That's
She'll
all
give
you
all
gotta
the
do.
Sonic smut you want.
There you go. If you guys want more Sonic fan fiction, there is Morgan's handles over on
I
her
was
socials.
14.
Ugh.
This is true. She was young. Okay.
Yeah.
When I was
With
I
a
was
very,
young
very
warthog.
lucrative imagination.
I have a headache already.
No.
Now, okay, look at it. Zenith has a headache, okay? But let's not forget, sir. You fucking came up with a hip hop turtle or a hip hop frog, a ninja frog, and then a frog that just was friends with both of them.
That's true. You did.
Hey, I have to share this.
Oh no.
Chibi's podcast title proposition: Gotta gunk fast.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Anyway,
This pod
So-
is fucking unhinged. This episode is just
this
unhinged.
one's
I'm really
fucking
glad
burn-
Everest is not here for this one.
Burn and turn this one. Everest, I hope you enjoy
this
it.
is
You
filler.
watch
This is filler content.
Yep.
Thank God Everest is in here for this
All
one.
right.
Okay, Zenith.
No,
I may have posted something in live chat
Sonic and the Secret Gunk.
of the gunk.
Zenith, I've got the spotlight on you. Let's. I don't know what the hell is Paper Mario's black hole or black pit, whatever this is.
No.
Oh my god.
So Paper Mario, the Black Pit. So you guys play Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, right?
Yes.
So, 1000 Year Door has a place called Pit of 100 Trials. So, the Pit of 100 Trials is you try and get through 100 levels, and you try, and then basically every 10 levels there's like some kind of like reward, but you have to mostly fight a lot of enemies. There's hardly any supplies there, so it's kind of like a test of it's a test of endurance.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this one, so Paper Mario, this was actually a mod based off of roguelikes as well as the Pit of 100 Trials, and they actually turned it to a roguelike experience. So it takes an idea where you have to go through like a pit of like a whole bunch of trials, and you find you have to fight enemies, but the thing is you start off fairly weak, and it's actually kind of has like a bit of a progression system in it, which is kind of interesting. So they have a regular pit, and they also have a roguelike pit where everything is just completely random, and you find like different badges, different party members, and everything is just kind of random. So it was actually very interesting. I didn't exactly finish in, but actually no, sorry, I did get to the bottom of it, but I was kind of like using like save states a little bit because I don't know, like I think it probably would have gotten old and tired because like it's probably wasn't, you know, it was probably good for like to play like the first like 2-3 hours, but then after a while it like they kind of like roguelike, like it's not like it's Hades. So it was an interesting mod, but it just wasn't something that like I don't feel that I'd be able to like go back to, because Paper Mario, like, it's fun, but it's all about the exploration, and because it's just focused so much on the combat, I didn't find it fun enough in order for me to make a whole big stream of it. So that's kind of why I kind of like cheat along with it.
Does the mod take away from like because I think the appeal of Paper Mario, the 1000 Year Door especially, is the storytelling in it.
Yeah,
It's got just
the
this
storytelling.
really, yeah.
So I mean, it was interesting to try out, but after like 2-3 hours, I was like, I think I'm good. I'm done. But it was stressful though. But we did find some good badges. But for the most part, I was like, I think I'm good because like I play for I just saw everyone's suggestions for a podcast title. I'm just gonna forget I saw that.
That's why I made faces.
So but yeah, it was interesting, but it's something I'm just not gonna come back to.
And then I'm gonna guess Stardew Valley Expanded is like the latest version of the game patched, or is this another mod?
So it's the mod that I've been playing recently. So I've started it back during when I did Farmers Zen Week last summer. So no idea. I have to. By the way, like the 1.6 update, like it took like thankfully Jamie helped me with the whole like patching process because I had to like remove a bunch of the mods that I had because they just weren't updated and weren't working. And some of them needed like brand new updates, so that was like a 2-hour like experience. But Expanded is great because it adds new characters, it adds like new maps and whatnot. And yes, I did completely when I was playing it, I did update my stream where it was like the full Farmer Zen overlay. I changed all my every single time I do this, I change my panels, I change all my stream overlays. We have that barnyard chaos sound effect that just annoys me, where it's just like I don't know, it's just a lot. And then I also wear like the overalls, but I couldn't unfortunately find the straw hat, so I actually wore like a winter hat, so I still look like a farmer, but I look more like a modern farmer.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm tempted to just jump on this Stardew Valley patch. You talked about it. Everest talked about it. Everest has been really enjoying it. I've never played this game. I'm being straight honest with you, and I think I mentioned this like a pod or two ago. I've never played Stardew Valley. And
I haven't touched it in about 7 years.
I feel like I'm the
7 years.
No, Morgan, not 70.
I'm not that old.
Thought I heard 70, sorry.
I mean, if Stardew's been around for 70 years, that's impressive.
Yeah.
He was around before video games were even a thing.
Me. Heard it on the radio.
We have Pong, Tetris, and Stardew Valley 1.6.
So, okay. All right, so pardon my ignorance if I've already asked here. Does like Stardew Valley actually have like a story? Like, is there an end game to this?
Yeah.
Or is,
Yeah, it's a
okay.
good game. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you essentially take over your grandfather's farm, and you leave your shitty like corporate job working for JojaMart, but lo and behold, JojaMart is actually in the town that you're working for, which is the supermarket, and they're trying to drive away the actual like drive away sales for the main place where you usually buy your seeds in Stardew Valley in town. And you have the option of going for either the evil corporate empire or sticking to the town's local general store, and kind of like doing a favor for the community and not selling out to some kind of like corporate overlord. But Expanded,
okay, so there's anti-corporate sentiment in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in. Okay, let's see. Fuck the man. I'm in. We're gonna jump in on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Stardew Valley. I'm gonna drive in on this here. I think Pal wanted a copy of this. She's over in the corner over here. Pal, did you want a copy of Stardew Valley?
You put Pal in the corner?
Huh? Well, no, the other living area is over here.
I was gonna say, you put Pal in the corner. How dare you? She doesn't belong in the corner.
No, she's off in her area over here. She's doing her thing. She's reading.
Let Pal be free.
She is free. She's free to get up and do about her will.
Let her do that then.
Not an animal. Okay. I'm gonna look at that here. Okay. For me, really quick here. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, text-based RPG. I think you touched on this on the last stream too, or on the last pod too.
Or pod before.
Pod before, text-based RPG.
Yes. So the text-based RPG. I've been playing this. Like I think this is my third or fourth stream of it. So the text-based RPG is we're playing like this old school RPG that where I've named like a whole bunch of characters after viewers in chat, and like the whole idea is for them to like solve the riddles of the maze. We actually have like this big map like charted out that Morgan has done. It's so it's we're kind of running it like a D&D campaign.
Oh yes.
So so the whole idea is to like try and keep it interactive as possible. So that's what I've been kind of busy doing. I also was doing some like leveling for some of the people offline, and well, thankfully we haven't had any casualties yet, except for one player who's still currently dead, but that's because they can't afford to revive him. But that may change for the next time we play in. So yeah, it's been fun.
I want to try this text-based RPG too. You guys keep bringing up all this amazing stuff that I need to try, and I need to jump on it. And
join us in trying new things, Eric.
I know I still need to go join Democracy. And
oh yes, we do. You do.
Now I need to
actually
fight.
put Helldivers too on my wish list.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to go
Really?
on sale.
Oh.
It has not gone on sale yet.
Nope.
It
What is
will
money?
eventually. Just give it
Yeah.
time. But I'm gonna guess probably the next Summit sale, which is the summer sale, it might go on sale for like maybe 20% off.
Yeah,
That would
that's
be,
what
like,
I'm
my
thinking is
guess.
going to happen. But
Yeah.
like, apparently, I got to join Democracy. I got to fight the man and save my
You do.
farm. We got a lot of work to do. But in the meantime, I have been fighting Nazis and demons.
Nice.
I don't know why I decided to do these two games in tandem, but I have been. So first off, by myself, just off time, I've been playing Wolfenstein: The New Order, and is basically a reboot of the classic Wolfenstein 3D. It came around 2012, 2013, maybe. I might be off on the year it came out.
I think it was
or whatever.
around when the PlayStation came out, so at 2013 era, I'd say.
I think it's PlayStation 4 era. Yes, PlayStation 4
Yeah.
era, right? Yeah, so we're looking at like 2013, 2015 in there. It's okay. It's a little chaotic at times. Story seems decent. It's very gruesome.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's a lot of gory shit in this game, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I do have some hangups with it. And I think a lot of these, which I'll talk about when I talk about Doom here in a second, as we're trying to make our way through that. But a lot of it gets chaotic, where it just keeps throwing enemies at you, and it gets frustrating when you're trying to get through these segments of these games. The game, like the weapon selection, like I'm doing mouse and keyboard, and like the weapon selection is just so touchy and not consistent when you scroll a wheel to change a weapon. And I think it just adds to my frustrations, but overall I think it's an okay game.
Yeah, I played it on consoles, so I don't know about what the issues are on PC when it comes to the like menu change for like all the weapons. So
and then so yeah, that's Wolfenstein: The New Order. You could get that fairly cheap on Steam nowadays. I think it's under $15 or something like that. Or if you want to find it used on PlayStation or something, I'd go that route. If you're a physical collector, but it's an okay game. Is it the best thing in the world? Not necessarily. I think you should find it cheap and play it cheap, and you'll probably get some enjoyment out of it for a good 10 hours. Doom, let me tell you. So I was recording an episode of Back to the Backlog this past Wednesday, and I almost rage quit this thing. I almost rage quit this thing because I was getting so frustrated. I was stuck in this segment that just kept hammering with me with monsters. Just kept hammering and hammering and hammering me. My ammo supply is getting low. My health is just getting pummeled. And I got to this point where it's like, I am over this shit. Like, I don't even know why I'm playing this, or why I'm not even enjoying it at this point. So I did one of those things that I do my best to not do. And I highly recommend if you do. If you're getting so frustrated with this segment of a thing, just lower the difficulty.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just lower the difficulty and just enjoy the game. because I don't know how anyone in the chat feels about that. I'm sure there's people on Twitter that'd be like, "Stop being a baby," you know. I hate this thing where like I go because I wanted to complain about. I'm like, I don't know
those,
how.
gatekeeping people. No,
Yeah, and like
it's too hard. Just
and it's one of those things where it's like I go and like I know better. Like I'll go and on occasion I'll go on Reddit and complain about a segment of a game. I actually complained about Spider-Man 2 with the stupid the chasing the it was in Spider-Man 2 the robots that fly the drones or something like that, like the drone chasing segments.
Oh, the bird drone
Yeah.
missions.
The bird drone missions incredibly frustrating because the swinging the web wing system is far clunkier than the web swinging.
It is. It's still a new thing I think that they put into it. It's cool for traversal, but like when trying to like balance it and get it in a certain direction, it kind of like it's quite
wonky.
stiff. Yeah.
It's definitely wonky. So I, against my own judgment, I went on Reddit and complained about it. And the first thing I get right out of the bat is, oh, it's a skill issue. Like, no, legitimately, I think this shit's clunky. And I feel the same way about Doom, where I'm like, this is too much. Like, I understand the concept of difficulty and like torturing yourself with this stuff, but like, this is too much to where it's not enjoyment. And it might be a thing where it's just like, okay, maybe I'm just getting super frustrated with it. And then, but like I said, I lowered the difficulty and then just went on about my day and I feel no less different about it. I'm just like, you know what? We're going to see this thing through. I don't care enough about this game to beat it on the hardest difficulty or the average difficulty, whatever it is. I was like, I just moved on. But
fair enough.
As hard as it is, I still genuinely think Doom 2016 is a good game.
It is.
It's just me raging at it. Like I was raging. I'm like, this game is shit. What? This is shit. I don't know why I'm dealing with this kind of thing. And then finally I was just like, okay, just step back and just do what we're going to do here and just try to enjoy ourselves. And after I got through that segment of the whole thing, it was a much more enjoyable experience again. But all in all, it's hard as hell. But I do think it's a good game. I think Doom 2016 is a good game. It's just difficult. And then there are some people that are telling me like Zenith, but I guess it comes down to the character or the way you play. Like Zenith says, I'll find Doom Eternal easier versus Doom 2016.
You will.
Yeah. 2016 has some hangups. Some of the levels are just too dark. Like I can't see where I'm going. I'm blocked by walls that I didn't even realize were walls. And I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, like a lot of those issues, like it feels like they get corrected in Doom Eternal.
Most of them do. Yeah.
Okay. Well then good. Maybe I'll see Doom Eternal through. I haven't got there yet. I'm trying to knock some games off the backlog here. I have a lot of fires going on right now, but you guys will probably get excited. At least Zenith and Dillwell. I think I'm gonna go try Bloodborne again. And actually sit down and try it.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna end up in the same boat where I'm just frustrated as all hell, but
I mean, and I remember when you were like when you were playing Dark Souls, so
oh god.
And Elden Ring.
Elden Ring I enjoyed a lot more.
Good.
Because Elden Ring has that beautiful thing where you can just walk away and go do something different. It's not as linear. You can go do something different and then just explore more and build yourself up that way and have a way more pleasurable time. Dark Souls 3, it's like straight in your face. Like, here we go. And then I hear Sekiro's even harder.
Sekiro's more about parrying than anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You can't parry, you're fucked.
Bloodborne is, I will say, Bloodborne, it's better to be, if I could give one advice to you, it's be aggressive. Do not be like, think you can block anything. Just be aggressive and dodge as much as you can. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, we're gonna give Bloodborne a shot, but that's next on my docket here after I knock some stuff out. I got some Kindles in the fire burning. I know it doesn't sound like I'm playing much right now, but I'm trying to kind of like pile this stuff up so I have a ton of stuff to share on a pod, like, as we approach summer here. But yeah, that's all I've got. Just Wolfenstein New Order, more Doom, back to the backlog episodes we're working on. Anyone else have anything before we go to break?
No, I'm good.
Good. All right. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a quick break. This is Good Friends, Good Games, and we'll be back shortly. All right, Good Friends, Good Games is back. Apparently Morgan took the steering wheel cover from her car, brought it into the house, and showed us what 10 and 3 was.
She drove her car into her house.
Which literally was 10
There
and
you
2. Which is kind of weird. And then apparently we are going to purchase her a race car bed and she can stream from
Yeah.
it. And then Zenith has a package, but I don't think he's sharing that with us.
That'd be TOS, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Whoa. Oh, I see what you did there.
You don't want my gunk.
The gunk
It's
returns.
Colonel's milk, it sounds like.
The
My
junk gunk.
gunk is unobtainable, especially after our Sonic fanfic section.
No, but for $5.99 a month, you can get it.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, Morgan, are you dying?
Yeah.
Killing her today.
You're killing her with the fan fiction.
I'm glad I wasn't drinking when that happened.
I don't
She's
understand
overdosing
what the
on
hell you
ale-free.
just said.
Oh, I'm so glad that I wasn't drinking when that
Oh,
like all
it's
that
just
happened.
a Keurig cleaning kit. I thought Xena was getting
Yeah.
something exciting. What the fuck?
Just a cleaning kid. I'm excited about it. I want clean coffee.
Nice.
I finally convinced the boss at work to buy a new Keurig for the office I'm in because that Keurig ain't been cleaned since pre-COVID.
Oof.
I don't drink from that one. But no one seems to think anything of it. Oh my God, Morgan, stop.
I'm still coughing.
So you drink more. That doesn't make sense.
This should help, but this is more for like acid reflux.
Morgan is special, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait,
We know.
can you take a sip, Morgan?
No, I don't trust you.
Morgan,
Fine.
in all the years I've known Morgan,
She just needs her ginger gunk. That
I
work?
take offense to that.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks. You made me spew out of both ends this time.
You made me spew out of
Front
both
and
ends?
back?
Is that what you said?
That's what my
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend was said once.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
He made me spew out of my mouth and my nose.
Oh, that one.
Morgan, please.
I blame
Just-
him.
Just stop. I'm going to mute you because you're going to get yourself into trouble. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, in all the years
Boys
I've known
and
Morgan, which is pretty close to, I want to say 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere along those lines. Okay, all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, for those that listen to this pod, watch this live, etc., etc., Morgan is special. Okay. Morgan gets a gold star for participation in this game of life. How she survives, I do not know.
She's like the what is it? The congratulations trophy or the you tried trophy.
The cake, the Bart Simpson's cake, at least he tried. But yes, Morgan is a special breed of human. There
We
you go.
haven't confirmed the human part yet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's getting there. There's shreds of it in there. All right. We're gonna close out this episode here a little bit for a few minutes. We're gonna go ahead and let's talk about this Fallout thing that's gone down on Amazon Prime. There is a Fallout TV show, in case you did not know. A couple of us has watched it here. I think Morgan said she watched it. Zenith has watched it. You did watch it, right, Morgan? Or did you just lie to me?
No, she watched it.
She's dying. Like,
Yeah.
No, I'm still sorry. I'm
Oh,
still
Jesus.
coughing. I think I'll maybe 1 or 2 or something. I'm not sure.
She's coughing. She'll eventually evolve into wheezing.
I think it's only 1 or 2 episodes or something. I haven't really seen much of it.
okay, are you actually okay, Morgan? Before I continue here, are you actually okay?
I'm fine, but I have kind of a scratchiness in my throat. That's partly why I keep drinking, because I'm thinking if maybe I kind of hydrated it might not be doing that. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna play nice. We're not gonna make Morgan laugh uncontrollably for a few minutes here. Let's just let her
What ginger
recover.
ails you, Morgan?
Stop.
Dude, stop! I just got my breath back.
Yes, how do I ail you, Morgan?
She's a ginger alien.
Oh my god.
I'm from space.
On the
Space,
topic of
space.
aliens, let's go ahead and let's get into this Fallout thing while Morgan recovers. Swear to God, I don't know. This may go down as one of the worst episodes we've ever recorded. Like, it might be in the. If we ever got to the level where someone deep dives and does the 10 best episodes ever, or 10 worst episodes ever, this is on the 10 worst episodes ever.
Yeah, the best worst episode ever of the year.
I don't know what's going on. It should be clear now that the issue isn't Morgan. No, Morgan's not the problem. Okay, the problem is the gentleman too. At the fourth panel here in the green, he's the problem.
The menace to society. The shadow hedgehog of society.
No.
It's. I'm gonna put away the green screen, so I can be less green. Wait, my room's a mess.
Kermie.
Zeta's gonna drop the green screen. It's gonna be like a back alley somewhere. Everyone will see he's in a back alley somewhere, just
Imagine
living, trying to survive.
Yeah, just hiding all my Sonic and Shadow posters in the background.
Jesus Christ!
Spoiler
Okay.
alert.
Spoilers. He fucking loves Sonic fan fiction. He's the subscriber. Morgan's
He
only
is the
Patreon
alpha.
for the fan fiction is Legend of Zenith.
Gotta pay the bills.
All right. Okay, so the Fallout TV show. Okay, so this thing got announced when?
Oh, when did this get
Let's see.
announced?
Like
Jesus.
last year. Let's see. My keyboard keeps going to sleep. Sorry. There we go. Fallout TV show. Okay, so this got announced back in January of 2022. Oh, I'm sorry, 2020. They purchased the rights to this.
Yeah.
They started
2020
working.
was when it started working.
Yeah, they started doing hiring in 2022, and then it debuted April 10th, 2024. So this is the Fallout TV show. It is based in the Fallout universe. This is the story of Vault 37.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to go too deep in because there would be some spoilers here. But overall, what are we thinking? What are we thinking
looks
quality-wise?
It looked good.
It's actually great. I've never played any of the Fallout games. So I mean, I've watched people play it. Like, I know enough to kind of like get the general gist of it. And I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, Fallout's series. Why would you actually do this?" But turns out, like, the overall setting and the idea. I mean, I have my thoughts and opinions about Bethesda. Let me just make that clear, because like, is obviously Starfield was. It's a game. It's a good game.
It exists.
Just it would have been a good game if it came out like 7-8 years ago. So, but anyways, back to Fallout. So the premise behind it is actually provides like a really cool niche setting, because like, first of all, it's got that like 1950s kind of
Right.
splendor to it, and it's like a nice coat of fresh paint that you don't really see often enough in a lot of other shows where everything is just modern, or you go to like, you know, complete fantasy. But for this, it takes the 1950s, but also adds like a more kind of like just futuristic kind of air to him, and makes it where, like, not only is it like, it's a violent show, Eric.
It's very, very good. I've watched 2 episodes so far. It's very, very gruesome. And right off the bat, there was just a straight off fucking scene in the thing, and I'm like, whoa, what like, this escalated quickly. But it does set up the premise for what happens in the show, like the ultimate, you know, like, betrayal of the whole thing.
Yeah, gotta love where they just openly talk about cousin fucking, but
Yeah,
at the same time, if you're in a Fallout shelter, stranger things have happened, I guess.
This is very, very awkward. But it's very, very gruesome. It's very, very violent. But call me wild. Call me crazy. You have your opinions. But now keep in mind this is a very different type of show. I can see what they're trying to do with it here. It does capture like the Fallout it captures out the Fallout mood, the scenery and everything, and the vibe of what they're going, like the light comedic vibes of it. It does it all very, very well. I will
Yeah.
say, and I say this confidently, and I do genuinely believe it, I think this is as good as The Last of Us in terms of quality.
You know what? I agree.
It's a damn good show. If you know what you're expecting, like if you watch the Fallout show expecting The Last of Us in terms of story content, you're going to be disappointed. But if you go in and know what Fallout is, or you go in and kind of expect it to be what you're seeing on the screen here, it is damn good.
Yeah.
In terms of like production and quality, it is really fucking good. I am caught up in it.
You know what I've actually saw that someone said that this is a hot take, but it's actually one that a lot of people are agreeing with. Someone said, honestly, Bethesda should stick to making shows.
Yeah.
Because and basically, you know, like it's not exactly saying that, like, okay, so obviously Starfield was disappointing.
Right.
We don't know when the next Elder Scrolls game is going to be. And I don't know what the hell else Bethesda gets themselves into these days. But what other games do they do?
Well, they
Aside from-
actually they were ID
Dishonored.
Software which make Doom and Wolfenstein, all that also fall under the Bethesda umbrella.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But
like
continue.
but like I kind of agree with, well, not that I agree, because like they shouldn't exactly stop playing games, but like what they've found is an actual recipe for success where I really think they should continue making this, because they found this sweet spot when it comes to shows, because there's been many video game adaptations over the 30, 40 some odd years that there's been any kind of adaptations, and obviously there's a lot of copyright. There's only so much you can do, but because like Bethesda and Todd Howard himself is right there in the room, and being able to decide what kind of direction they can go with, they can what kind of like the story they're going to do, they're going to stay true to the formula of Fallout, where they're not going to do anything like, you know, like what's it calling? I'm just trying to think of the Resident Evil movies.
I was just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say, because I get what you're saying, and I do think, but I think we also have to take what we have to take into consideration is that the people that they hired on to create this show took Fallout, understood what Fallout is,
Yeah.
and understood the concepts and understood what they're trying to do with it, and understood with it and rolled with it. It's the same person that did The Last of Us. They understood what The Last of Us was and made an amazing show. The same thing happened with Fallout. Now, Fallout has this thing around it. It's like light comedy, light sarcasm, all wrapped up in this, nuclear wasteland environment to it, and it works. Something like Skyrim might not necessarily fit that mold. You'd have to take someone that understands Elder Scrolls, understands Skyrim, which I feel like if they did an Elder Scrolls, it would mostly be revolved around Skyrim. Fallout's TV show takes a lot of different aspects of the different Fallouts and puts it in one big bucket. But like, you have to take someone that understands it, gets it, and sees what they're trying to do and makes it work. This is the problem that the Resident Evil TV shows never get right.
Yeah.
Because Resident Evil has so much lore and so many iconic characters to it that making a TV show out of it shouldn't be that difficult.
I think that was the issue with the most recent live action movie. They tried blending free games aspects into one movie, and it just didn't work. That's from
Right.
what I understand.
And it's not hard. I feel like I don't understand why it would be so hard for them to do this. You take if you're going to do a Resident Evil TV show, right? You either do 4, you take Leon and go that route, or you do what's the first one? Jill Valentine. You either do the Jill Valentine thing, or you do the most current one, which is Nathan Winters, and you go with one of those 3. You pick a segment and go.
Winters.
Oh, what was his name again? Sorry.
Ethan Winters.
Ethan Winters. Sorry. Ethan Winters. You take Ethan Winters and you go and you do one of those segments and you revolve a show around that. But they can't seem to do it.
Yeah, I think the problem is that they either do not enough or too much, basically.
Mhm.
That's the problem with the Resident Evil like movies and TV shows. What they need is a good balance of both to blend it together. I think what they could probably do with, honestly, is doing either like not a full series, but like maybe like a 4 or 5 episode series for like based on each game, and that could work. Or they could do like one like short movie, like with an hour-long movie, basically that could
Right,
like
or different stories
based on each.
have a multi-storied series and then have each episode or something deal with a different character segment of their story, and that
and
would
have
work.
it all intertwined with each other as well.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick. Like Resident Evil 2 was like that.
Right,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. So yes, so I don't know what it is with Resident Evil. They just can't seem to get right. They either don't know who their audience is that would watch the thing, or they just simply don't care and they're trying to get a different audience to watch these shows. But rolling back to Fallout, whoever is in charge of this whole Fallout situation and orchestrated it and all that stuff understood it and got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's because
it-
Bethesda is like right there in the director's chair.
Right. Which, another point being, the other company that did that was Nintendo, and it fucking worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with
Segment.
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
what was his name? The creator of Last of Us and
Neil
Uncharted?
Druckmann.
And Neil Druckmann was right there in the director's chair. He was a producer.
Yeah.
So, and that's why it worked, because, it's like, not only do I understand the material, I am the source material. I'm the one that came
Right.
up with this shit.
I am the Last of Us.
Right.
So-
And I think that works too, because, for example, the Bill and his partner's storyline, we didn't get much of that storyline in the game, but
Yeah.
the person that, was directing that or writing that episode was like, hey, what if I did this with the storyline? And Neil Druckmann looks at it, and Neil Druckmann, being human, would be like, that's a good idea. Why don't we do this?
Yeah.
And
Because there's an awful lot of good things that you can add for those kinds of shows, and like Fallout does the same thing, where it's like, here's a like a storyline that probably would have been effective in a game, and then obviously with the Bill and the Bill story,
yeah,
I forget who the other person was.
I forget the partner's
So-
name. Yeah.
Yeah, so like those two was like something that you probably can't get in the actual game. So why not integrate these moments into a show? Because it's very effective, and also gives people that are huge fans of the series, even if they think, oh, I think I know exactly what happens, all of a sudden you're pleasantly surprised.
You guys can chime on this in here too, but one of these things I'm really liking what the Fallout show does is it doesn't throw it doesn't throw every reference in your face. Like, you see Cogsworth, but they don't like delve or they don't dwell on the fact that Cogsworth's there. Same with like the Pit Boy. They don't really the Pit Boy's not in every other frame of the TV show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's utilized like a lot, but it's also not like you don't use the whole you don't use it for everything.
Right. The only things that are really blatantly brought up in the show or are emphasized in the show is like the Brotherhood, which is, the power armor and all that stuff. That stuff's all tastefully done.
Mhm.
And it's, it's the shit you get. It's like, I got all excited watching him get into the power armor. But there's subtleties in the thing that make it look really great, like, or make the scene really great, is when he gets in the power armor, they did not adjust anything with the HUD of the power armor. It looks like it does in the game.
Yep. Yeah,
So
I saw that, and I've never even played the game. So it's like, ooh,
Right.
I recognize that HUD.
Yeah, the HUD of the power armor that's in the game is the one that's in the show, and it's so tastefully done. Same with the Pip-Boy interface. It's tastefully done, and it's like these nice little like these nice references. Even when like they do the emphasis, like spoil, obviously, well, it's not really a spoiler because it's the premise of the show, but like when the vault opens and she's leaving the vault, it's done in the same manner that it is in the game, where the vault door slowly rolls open and you get that bright flash of light when you're out in the real world. I was incredibly impressed with what they did here. And I thought this was going to be shit. I'm not going to lie.
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way this is, it was one of those things where I thought in my head, I'm like, this show or this game and this concept is so simple that it could be done, that they're going to screw it up. But I was completely wrong. They did it very tastefully. It's got just the right amount of humor to it. It is a little gory. I will say there's a little unnecessary gore, but the environments and everything are tastefully done. And I'm hooked, and I keep watching more. I think Pal and I will probably watch another episode or two tonight. Like, I'm really hooked on this thing. That's what I'm saying. This is Last of Us quality. It's that good.
Yeah.
It's just a different type of show that they're doing, but it's that good.
Yeah, Morgan, you watched it. Well, not all of it. Like, what do you think so far?
Honestly, I thought that so far it's pretty good. I would agree with like the gore, because I found myself kind of looking away a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah. I haven't really played the Fallout games. I played one, but it was like a mobile game, so I don't know how true to the whole series it really is. But from what I could tell, it looks like it pretty much stays true to like the source material, obviously, given because like Bethesda has a hand in it. But I thought that like it's really good so far, and it does kind of remind me a little bit of like The Last of Us as well. So I think that so far from what I've seen, it's really well done. So I think like I know that it would get better from like the point from where like I've seen it, but so far even just like the first one or two episodes can get you like really roped in. Even the first one will.
I will say about the gore is like from what I've been noticing is in like in a show adaptation of it, as opposed to like a Amazon show adaptation of Fallout. The overall premise of a post-apocalyptic world following a nuclear fallout is there's it's dark, it's tragic, and even though it's trying to shine through with like all that that slapstick 1950s, oh gosh, gee, Gollickers, whatever the hell people
Jimmy
said back
Jillikers.
then.
Was it G. Willikers or something? I think.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, but then there's also just that gruesome reality of where there's blood everywhere. There's danger because like when you're wandering around because when the characters are walking around the wasteland, you see just how like dark and gruesome like an actual real nuclear fallout would be, and that's why it's got like this really nice paint job that it's like it's a funny, it's lighthearted at moments, but deep down when you get to the core of it, it's really really dark. And
Right.
Yeah.
I do want to, let's take a couple minutes here and let's actually praise like some of the acting that's going on in this thing. You have Ella Purnell, plays Lucy, who is the Vault Dweller in this, and I think
She's
she
fantastic.
captures it all perfect. Like she captures the whole Vault Dweller thing perfect, and it's like Zena's talking about, where she's lived in this whole society that's just been man-made perfection in terms of, for the sake of their survival, they've created this underground utopia in a vault so they could all live peacefully and equally and, I guess for lack of a better word, prosperous. And then she gets up to the surface and realizes that everything has gone to shit. And there's that perfect level of naivety in her, like in her character when shit really does hit the fan, like in some of the situations she's caught up in. Like she doesn't know exactly what to do. And it really does hit the nail on the head with what you're talking about. It's like, this shit's dark. Like nuclear, nuclear fallout is really, really dark. Also, the Walton Goggins who plays the Ghoul is so fucking good in this.
Yeah. Oh, he practically makes the show.
Yeah, and it's this perfect, like it's so close. The perfect comparison I can make to it. It's so Tallahassee from Zombieland. Like it's the perfect like capture of the same personality and like attitude towards things, and it's so well done. How do you guys feel about the whole Brotherhood storyline? Like the whole Brotherhood.
I feel it's the weakest storyline, but at the same time, I kind of like how like human and vulnerable Maximus is.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like really like say anything, to avoid spoilers. But that he's like it's still interesting. It's the weakest of the three.
And I think it's kind of unfortunate too, but obviously that plot line is in there because that's how you get the Brotherhood of Steel and you get the power armor and you get like some of those key Fallout elements in the show. And I agree. It's probably the weakest of the three plot lines, but yeah, the Ghoul shines above all in this show. It's just so well done how they went with that whole premise. I'm only 2 episodes in. It's I think 8 total, right?
Yeah.
It's like 8 episodes total. I'm so psyched to finish this thing out. It's so well done. Kudos to whoever got involved in this thing.
Yeah, let me know what you think when you finish it, Eric.
We're gonna come back because I think I want to get some of Everson's insight. Powwow. We're gonna get Everson on it too because we're going to get Everson on it too, because obviously she's not here today to talk about it. But yeah, I want to see what she thinks about it too. But yeah, it's really good. Some positives coming out of this thing. This show has taken off so well that Fallout got a huge resurgence on Steam, on the PlayStation Store, like on whatever it is, Xbox Marketplace, whatever the hell you buy the games on Xbox nowadays, Game Pass. It's got a huge boost in playership. Fallout went on sale on a bunch of places when the show went live. Amazon Prime Gaming, which if you still have it, I think it might still be free, but let me see here.
I actually added them to my Steam wish list because like, hey, you know what? Maybe it's time to play some Fallout.
Yeah, you should. Pretty good.
If you don't have it, if you have Amazon Prime, you can go to your Amazon Prime Gaming and you can get Fallout 76 for free. So feel free to jump on that. I know Fallout 76. Sorry, Fallout 76. Fallout 76 got a lot of heat when it first came out because I felt it was genuinely bad when it first released. It was bad, but they've made huge strides and improvements with it that I think they've got it in a stable place now. So if you do have Prime, Amazon Prime, you can go grab Fallout 76 for free on PC and Xbox.
Yeah. Or you can play, good Fallout games like Fallout 3 and 4.
I just said, Dill, they're fixing the problems.
Doesn't fix what they already turned bad.
Oh, cool. Well, I now have a copy of Fallout 76. Nice.
Hey.
It's stable at least, but God.
Pow got a copy of it. I've had the copy of it. I don't know how we would crossplay it. I think you can do it if it's different storefronts, but we'll find out.
Probably. I don't know.
Maybe we can all get in there and hit the vaults together. Green Man Gaming has a Fallout sale going on right now. greenmangaming.com. You can get a bunch of Fallout games on sale there. New Vegas, I personally fired up New Vegas again.
New Vegas is the one that I've not played yet.
You know Liger, right? Right there?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Liger.
Yeah.
You jumped on it too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm calling it right here, right now. The Vault Dweller is going to be one of the biggest cosplays of
Most likely.
the rest of the year.
Probably,
into next year, because it's already signed
Oh,
up
yeah.
for season 2. That was the other thing
Yeah.
that came out of it. Season 2 was already signed on and greenlit.
By a week later, it was signed on for season 2.
So you're going to see a lot of Vault Dwellers at conventions and Halloween this year. It's going to be a thing.
Oh yeah.
Which kudos, because I always figured Fallout was going to be the property that really took off. I think from a gaming perspective, I think Elder Scrolls is kind of like their primary, like, how do I word it? Like Elder Scrolls is kind of the thing they baby.
Yeah.
And but Fallout, I think, is their bread and butter. It's the most marketable. Pit Boys, what's the thing? Why is it? Oh, the Vault Boys and all that. The toys and marketing, all that kind of stuff. It works.
I mean, hell, they could even make their own like versions of the food as well in the game.
Yeah, the food and all that kind of stuff. So they're winning. So yeah, kudos to Amazon and kudos to Bethesda, and they've got something great on their hands. On that note, anyone else have anything to chime in on Fallout TV before we close out the episode here?
I will when I watch it.
God damn it, Dill. You had one job. It was literally in the dock on Monday.
I didn't see that bit, honestly. I just saw like the game section and filled it all out, and that was it.
We'll be back to talk about it more once everyone catches up and finishes. Like I said, Ever still has to chime in and all that stuff, but we'll see what I think. Last of Us season 2 is coming too, right? Like this year?
No, not this year. Next year or the year after.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's a ways away then. Okay, but yeah, we'll catch up on this whole thing. Administrative stuff as we close out here. Next episode is... I should have had the calendar up.
The 4th.
Yes, the 4th. Thank you. I had the calendar going.
Which will ironically be May the 4th.
I was going to say, May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
Are we going to do a Star Wars episode? Let's do it.
We can do.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to do a Star Wars episode. Let's do it. So May 4th, we'll be back. Back to the Backlog. Episode 4 should be up on our YouTube channel this weekend. I'm going to get that edited and uploaded. And then I'm going to record another episode. I think I'm recording episode 6 this Wednesday, hopefully, assuming scheduling goes okay. As always, you can go ahead and you can do ! Social media, as I said before, and you can go ahead and get all those tasty links and follow all that good stuff. We got clips on the way. We are working on all that stuff. We're hammering out clips, and we're going to start uploading them on a regular schedule here. That is in our cards. We have to really plan another... We got to do another Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
We got to plan that out. Maybe we'll do a Fallout playthrough. Maybe we'll do some Fallout 76. We got all kinds of ideas brewing in our head.
Yep.
But yeah.
More reason for us to use the podcast Twitch channel. That way we can hit that affiliate.
Yes, we're so close to the affiliate. On that note, Zenith brings up a very good point. I'm going to finish out Doom for Back to the Backlog. I'm going to finish out Doom on my channel. And then once I'm ready to start a new game or finish out a new game, we're going to go ahead and we're going to migrate that over to this channel. So you'll be able to catch Back to the Backlog here live. And then we're going to go ahead and get that worked out. I'm going to migrate it over. And then again, you can catch that on YouTube. So anything else on Fallout or anything else in general before we wind out here?
Yeah,
good.
Very good. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you're watching on Twitch, we appreciate it. If you're watching this or listening to this at a later time, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Amazon, Spotify. We're up on the YouTube podcast now. Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever you listen to all your good stuff, you can catch us there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. As always, it's Dill, it's Morgan, it's Zenith, and it's myself. You guys all have a great rest of your weekend. We appreciate you, and we will see you soon.